This episode is brought to you by the Smile Death Lifestyle brand, a small brand trying to live big dreams. With fresh new winter gear that just dropped on the website, check out www.smilexdeath.com for all sorts of swag, stickers, and car fashion accessories.
Do you need a really fucking sick livery for your drift car? Maybe you just want a bunch of stickers to throw at people. Hit up New School Vinyl for all of your adhesive bag, laminated vinyl needs.
What the fuck is up, everybody? It's your boy Damien. Today is our 50th episode. Pretty much a celebration. I can't believe we made it. We've been through a lot of ups and downs, but we're halfway to 100, and that's pretty sick. So for our 50th episode, it's a little bit different. We are, of course, on a Saturday. That's definitely not what we normally do. We're normally on Wednesdays, or sometimes we used to be on Tuesdays. We're on a Saturday because we have our very first international guest, which is really, really cool. So I was kind of scared if this was even going to work with internet and all the bullshit. And he's basically upside down, hanging like a vampire. So, being on the other side of the world, we were just very, very, concerned. But it seems to work flawlessly. And we got some fucking amazing things to get to. And yeah, I can't wait. So besides that, yes, the intro is old. It's still winter gear is available on the good old Smile Death site, but we did just launch the hats. So thank you all to everybody that's already purchasing these. The Kuroshi fucking snapback is selling, and the Smile Death and also Kuroshi 5-panel is available on the website. And for all of you that are ordering already, you're the fucking man and or woman. But yeah, I want to jump right into this. The 50th episode is, I don't know, very monumental. I'm happy. I'm feeling it. So let's bring in the good old co-host first. He is, I guess I'm just going to call him Four Eyes because he has got glasses on, but he's really cute. Sometimes you can find him on secret internet websites doing some really weird things, and I want you to start searching for him. But he is, is he leaving? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, he's ready. His internet is also fucked up, so this should be entertaining. Actually, I'm going to bring him in right now because it looks like it's frozen. That's even better. Mr. Chad Chimahowski, black screen. Oh, he's there.
Hey, buddy, my internet is fucked tonight, so I don't know how much we're going to be able to. Oh, I don't know how much I'm going to be here, so we'll see.
We'll
give it a shot. It's I don't know why anything is just out of control tonight.
It happens.
We'll see.
It happens. Let's bring on that other guy. He is known in the world of shining things as Lord Shiny Pants. He's also known in the world of car stuff of having a really low car, as well as our guest, which is actually very cool too. And yeah, he's probably eating pizza because that's what he does. That is his fucking MO. Mr. James, the Pizza Man Carper. Whoa, you're getting some lag too.
I was going to say, that was kind of weird. I joined.
Right?
I was still looking this way, but I was actually looking this way. So first thing, if there was one wish that I could have true tonight for our 50th episode, it's that Chad would lag out and not rejoin.
Wow. What a dick.
Second thing, yes.
I thought you were going door.
Well, that'd be sweet, but I got this. It's a sandwich.
That's not pizza.
Whoa, you don't have pizza for once?
These are Parmesan bites.
Those are really good, by the way.
I have one. There's some cheesy bread.
Dude, are you sponsored by Domino's now? This is crazy. And a fucking pie?
Yeah.
Bro.
Are you going to eat all that? There's no way you're going to eat that, right?
I might. Come help me.
That's a lot of fucking food for your tiny ass body.
Oh,
listen. I haven't eaten.
Thank you, Mac.
4 days.
Also, Brian saying you should power cycle your router. Oh, for sure, God. Work. Yeah, that's sick. So let's just dive right into this fucking episode today. I think we're going to have a bunch to talk about, and it's just going to be, fucking silly. So also, how weird does it feel being a Saturday?
It does feel weird.
Right?
I'm usually having fun tonight, but instead I'm doing this.
Yeah, with James.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dude, fucking
it was to deal with James,
It was so weird. I was at RSD. And we're doing the thing, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like we gotta go back.
I was
and do a
kayaking like an hour ago, so
that's so crazy. It's neat. I like it. It gave me like a sense of like direction on the weekend, because usually it's just I'm doing nothing, but I'm doing stupid stuff like randomly, like sitting on, playing video games or doing whatever. So I was like, oh shit, I actually have something to do. It's pretty cool.
Chad, do you realize what this means? This is the start of 3 Saturdays that you have to deal with me.
That sucks.
Oh, Formula D next, and then then Vibes.
I don't like any of that.
That's rough for you.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
The next Formula D,
I was gonna say, you guys are best friends when you're drunk. You guys are scary when you're drunk. So yeah.
Alcohol brings out our true friendship.
That's good. That's cute.
We got to get some breezies before we go, though.
No,
for sure.
You're not. I'm smacking them out of your fucking hands.
Yo, hey, I did. I want to do something really fun before we bring Tye in here. I messaged him earlier, and I'm like it's what, like 9 a.m. for you, right? Is that too early?
You just broke up. Your internet sucks now too. What did you say?
So I'm eating too.
Yep, can't hear you at all. You muted
it
now.
You just muted your mic, you stupid piece of shit.
Suck. You suck at this. Unmute it.
Dude, you're so bad at everything.
It stops, I know. But anyways, I was like, Tye, is it too early for a shoey?
Oh, gotcha.
He was like, no, but I don't have any beer. And I was trying to surprise us with a shoey.
Oh, that's funny.
Goddamn.
It's never too early. All right. Speaking of the man, let's bring him in here. He's got better internet than you fucking guys.
That's true. And he's all the way across the world.
In the same state as me, you fucking idiots. That's ridiculous. Let's bring him in. Mr. Tye Jefferies, what is up? James does suck.
We love that.
James does.
What's up, boys?
So you fucking nailed it.
I had to get that. I had a lot of notes to go through. That's the only one I got. What's up, boys?
That makes sense. Yes. Welcome, man. This is a long time coming. So I think it's really it's fitting that it's on the 50th. And honestly, we had a lot of like funny things where it was just like we wanted to start working to get you on. Then you're like, I'm going to Japan. Then you're doing your S Chassis Festival. Then you're doing this, which honestly, it makes it better because now that you've been through all that stuff, we got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? Because we didn't get to experience it.
Even like, I think you messaged me after you did the second one. You're like, hey, you want to jump on this?
Yep.
So kind of, we've just been waiting for you. So
No, it's not. It's definitely on me. But the best thing is, I think by now, I feel like we really refined this pod. And the beginning, I wanted to, James. Well, I mean, just we figured out the eclectic mess that it is. You know what I mean? But we got it down to a science. I was still fresh into a lot of the stuff. So when we first started talking, I was like, dude, I don't want to fuck this up. Let's have like a really good.
I don't even own a fucking computer. I'm borrowing my roommate's Misso's computer and a fucking webcam from my roommate.
Hey, it's working for you.
It's
working. Yeah. We might as well just get naked. But anyway.
Yeah,
let's jump into some shit. So first, again, welcome. This is really, really cool. And
thanks, boys.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And I want to go over some stuff in the very beginning before we get to all the other fun shit. I just want to talk about you in general and dive into the stuff that it's cool because we know each other. This is the best part about the podcast, I think, is we know each other through the internet and we can see, I can see what you're doing. I see your car. I see your fun life, but like, we don't know each other outside of that. Like you backstage, let me know that you had that. That's like your only like drift car.
Yeah. I've owned that car for 10 years and I've been drifting it for 8.5. Like it took
that's awesome.
About a year and a half I drove it twice NA. And then it took about a year and a half-ish to do the turbo swap and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but only car. You guys all have 50. James has 7.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's a problem, is what he has.
No, that's
a lot of problems,
wild.
buddy.
Yeah, we all do.
I'll polish an 8.1, motherfucker.
So before you got that car, what was your driving history like? What did you start with? Like when you finally were able to drive?
When I brought that S13, before that I was into like old Corollas, so like K70 Corollas. I had a couple of them that I did up.
Yeah.
But then I wasn't really into drifting. I just like to cruise around. It wasn't good by any means to like the standard of stuff that I like these days. Like it had XXR wheels and anyway.
We've all been to that point in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know,
I wasn't on the path that I like where I'm at now, I guess you could say. But I was into old Corollas, and then before cars, I used to bodyboard, so like opposite the surf and you're laying down. I did that for like from when I was like 15 to 21. Used to like compete and stuff like that. So
no shit.
Now I don't because I'm fat. And
that's what happens when you get a car. You get fat. You don't have to do anything physical anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking do that.
Yeah.
But I was into that stuff because where I'm from originally is like a big surfing town. So that's all I wanted to do was bodyboard like professionally. And then I moved up here, got into Corollas, and then one day I heard, I was like, what the fuck is a drift Matsuri? So I drove my old Corolla all the way out to the track. Yeah, literally that many years ago. And here we are.
No shit.
Fucking changed my life.
Yeah. Which track was that at?
You guys would have seen videos of it if you watch Scott Mitchell videos, especially. Queensland, so it'd be like QLD Matsuri, so Queensland Raceway. Yeah. That's our home track. It's only about an hour and a half from here, from the Gold Coast. Yeah.
Right. Sick. And so that just got you hooked instantly as soon as you saw it?
Dude, everyone, it was like when car styling was probably like at its biggest as well for like, around that time was when Julian and the Animal Style boys were like all about being railed. So was it here. Like our style was exactly the same. Everyone would like build their cars all year for Matsuri, be dragging the ground, and everyone just having not even that. Like I stayed till nighttime for when people are partying and stuff. Everyone just looked like they were having the sickest time.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I want to be a part of that. So yeah, long story short, here we are.
Yeah. And then we talked about this backstage a little bit, but I want to bring this up too because it's very interesting to us. So we were talking about, so you started building your S chassis, and then you get it to a certain point, and you basically have to sneak it to the track so that you don't get pulled over and get fucked.
Just because, it's fucked. Like,
it's fucked.
It's fucked. There's no other easier way to explain it. I know, like, if there's a couple of the boys watching, I know Jacob Hodges is in the chat. He street drives his Mark II everywhere, which is crazy because it's loud as fuck, slammed, gangster wheels. But I don't have the balls to do that. It's got to go on the trailer. I like having like a full license. Like, if I drive that car on the street, like I'm not going to change it from the way it is. So, but I trailer it everywhere only because of the fact is if you get busted, it's something like this. If you get busted street drifting the first time, your car gets impounded for 3 months. I think you lose your license for up to 6 months and you have to pay an absurd amount to get it out of impound. And then if you get busted the second time, if the cop's like a real dick, which most of them are, you're forced to sell the car or impound it. But a lot of people, what they'll do if they get it, the car's defective or bad enough or anything like that, they'll deregister the car and then re-register it so it's fresh again. So it doesn't pop up. When you go past the cop, it'll be flagged. Yeah.
Right.
It's just not worth it to me. I don't know. Like, it would be sick. Like, you see all the boys, like my mates, go street drifting a fair bit. And it would be sick. But is it that sick? Is it that sick? You got to, I don't know.
And they harass you too, though, right? So like you even just having a modified car, you're like a massive target. And if you and they're gonna pick you apart because we were talking about the height. So you got to be because all I remember is, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been one of the Low Origin boys back in the day. There was a video of them like going to the track and having the lowest fucking cars ever, but it showed them turning the coils all the way up to like make a little tiny drive. Like it was it was like
I know Alex and Saul very well.
Yeah.
And I don't think they could mentally do that.
No. Yeah. So now do they
them boys?
I don't know. Maybe a long time ago, but
right.
Me knowing them as well as I do, coilovers aren't made to go up, supposedly.
No, right.
I concur. Like I'm all for it.
And I don't remember. And again, this is just our ignorance to overseas because you're in Australia, of course, and they're completely in a different other area. You know what I mean? But I just remember hearing that overseas there's such strict laws on heights and stuff like that. Where like you just get super fucked.
Your car has to be like there's a wheel they like try to roll under your car, and that's the measurement. It's 100 mil, and that has to come out and not touch anything. Like the lowest point of your car needs to be 100 mil. Which is disgusting.
4 fucking inches. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Wow.
This sounds like H2O over there. Our H2O. God, so, like, I don't know if you know what H2O is. You probably have seen videos. Yeah, like you just get pulled over just for having a low car, and that's it. That's what it sounds like to me. They literally target you even if you're not doing anything wrong. And
imagine that, but all year round.
That would suck.
Yeah.
No, it's like a Coke can. They say a Coke can's 100 ml. So like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I would love to drive it on the street. I do, but it's only like a sneaky drive it out of the shed. Yeah, literally, that's 100 mil.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking wild. No,
yeah, I'll do a little drive out of the shed. If no one's around, do a quick eat or something. I don't care. That's as far as I go.
But you're on edge the whole time. Like, what the cops at? Right?
Rich would be fine over there though. His car's a monster truck.
Yeah,
so he'd be okay.
Yeah,
you can put a whole 6-pack under there. It'd be fine.
Yeah, like he's doing a little better. Yeah, the tall way. That's super funny.
Poor Rich.
So, and then like insurances and all that stuff are crazy expensive or not? Like even like your normal stuff. Do you have to do? So I've heard of like there's ways to get like modified cars on the street, but you have to pay all these taxes and stuff. Is that like a thing with you guys too, or is that like that was really Sweden? That was Sweden that I was talking to somebody about that. So I was just curious.
My teammates, like obviously because they live over there, Alex and Victor, their cars are fully road registered, and like both cars have full weld-in cages. Alex's 180 has a screamer out the bonnet. Their cars are both full liveried up and they drive them at the height. But as far as I know, I don't know what it is like to get it to that point through paperwork side. But like last time I was over there, we're just driving around in them and like you'd see a cop and I'd be like, oh no, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, why? Right. Like, you got insurance, registration, and license. It's legal. So I don't know before getting it to that point, but maybe.
Yeah. I'm curious. It's so wild to hear the differences. That's what you being our first, because we've never had anybody, of course, internationally. Rich was on from Japan, but only for like, what was that like?
Does that count?
Yeah,
not really.
Less than 60 seconds.
Less than 60 seconds. Yeah. Because he was paying like $20 a minute or something to be online.
Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi is
crazy.
Expensive, yeah.
Oh god. No, it's just interesting to hear because we hear the nightmare, stories from overseas about a lot of the modifications. You can't do this, you can't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it sounds like we have it pretty good. Compared to
you guys do,
and we bitch a lot. You know what I mean? Like we bitch a lot, but it's kind of neat to hear because it gives you, you're thankful for what you got. Like
for sure.
No, that's
like
that's
I've never like had the thought of mine to be like I should register my car. So like it hasn't really. Yeah, it'd be cool to like you could literally just go for a drive down the street legal, like if it was legal.
Yeah.
Just like is it going to get on boost? Or no, I need to drive an hour to the track. And I think it works. It worked last time I drove.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got to ask this too. What's your tow vehicle then? So, because I love over here, tow stuff is fucking like massive trucks, semi trucks, and all I see from anything overseas is these sick like RAV4s and like cool little SUVs.
I don't know. I just sold what my tow car was. A little Ford Ranger. 2.5 liter turbo diesel. Nothing
Nothing
like
awesome.
you guys have, but I'm gonna buy what? Go.
No, you. No.
So nice to me. I'm looking to buy another one. So just with less Ks. That one had heaps of Ks on it. So nothing crazy. Little turbo diesel ute. Nothing good.
Nice.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, mate.
And then,
mate.
Australia.
That makes more sense. He said Ranger, and I'm like, we get like turbo diesel Ford Rangers? That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
We sure
do.
No,
I don't think so.
We have turbo diesel Colorados now, but we don't have the Rangers.
Oh, yeah. It's the number one sold car in Australia is a Ford Ranger.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
No shit. That's great. Yeah. And then your trailers are all probably aluminum.
To be honest, no, steel. They're definitely steel.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Which
obviously
wild.
adds a lot to the weight, but they're literally I've never even owned a trailer. I just borrow them off the boys, which is probably dumb. I brought a lot of cartons of beer over the years, you could say, but we just all use like they're all like the same branded trailer, like they're a tilt trailer, so like they will literally tilt up and your ramps are out there, and they'll tilt back and they'll close up when you drive on top. But yeah, nothing cool as a tow car.
No shit. Yeah. I mean, see,
I don't
us,
think it is to you. It probably is.
To us, it's cool. Yeah. When I see like anything overseas, we look at their tow rigs. I'm always like, that's so cool. It's like some weird like sprinter van with like this, and this, and like odd trailers. Yeah. I love that kind of stuff.
Because like we're only really catching on to what like the big trucks that you guys have now. They're getting like popular, but for the price, get fucked. No,
dude, they're expensive.
Fucking chance of fuck. Yeah, I'm sure they are even over there.
Yeah, it's nuts. Trucks here are luxury vehicles now. They're not just work vehicles, and because they're a luxury vehicle, you have to pay luxury price. Unfortunately.
Yeah, they jack them up. So what's and this is going to be a lot of our not ignorance, but like we don't know. So and I want to ask. I love this stuff.
I'm wearing brown pants. I got a Kuroshi hoodie on. I've got purple undies on. Whatever you need to know, I got you covered.
Nice. Is the world really upside down over there?
I had to on the computer.
That's so good.
All right, now we're back to normal.
We were saying you should do the pod the whole time that way. It is wild that your fucking toilet flushes go the opposite way. That's really wild. I don't get that science, but yeah.
Just some drunk Aussie. Yep, this will work.
That's great. Have you ever been to the States? Have you ever been to America?
Nah. When I was in Japan, Simba messaged me saying you got to come for the last round. And I was like, yeah, sick, I'll go home and book my flights. And I stepped straight into a full-time job where it pays really good. And I don't have like all annual leave built up and all that at the moment.
Yeah.
So, no, I want to.
We're not going this year anyway, so you can just go next year when we go.
I'm easy. I definitely want to go because I've always like been inspired by that event, especially the cars that go there, car styling especially. So even when I don't know when when is it 10? When is like the 10th year of it?
This year.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I really wanted to go to that. Yeah, I wanted to do that because I'm sure the boys would be doing something special, like we did, like the Street Carnage boys did with halfway hangs. Like we brought Palmer over and stuff like that. But I've never been. I really want to go. But the bad part is I fucking have so many internet friends in America, and your country's stupid big. Literally, start in LA. And you literally like have to road trip around to see everybody. Yeah. It's definitely be a month thing. Plus, I want to go to a NASCAR race and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got a track close. We got a couple close. So
but it's not. Is it Daytona or Talladega?
No, we're not close to those.
Super speedways.
Okay, that'll be still cool.
If you went to like Final Bout, though, at least you'd get a lot of those same people at one spot. You know what I mean? Sure. Palmer and all of them would be there. That would be kind of nice to hit. But you need a lot of time.
Bit like going when I go to Poland usually, because I know so many people over in Europe, especially. When we all go to Next Level and all meet up, it would be like the same thing, same vibe. Yeah, all the bros in one place. Plus, I really want to go. It's been like Simba and Ilya and that what they've created. It's been a massive inspiration to what myself wanting to drift and have my car styled the way it is because of that event and halfway hangs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So speaking of inspiration, so like when you started, so you had the Corolla, that styling and when you're doing up the Corolla before you jumped into the S chassis, were you already taking inspiration, or because you didn't get the drifting stuff yet, when you went to see the first drift event, is that when it started to click and you're like, okay, now you start looking into things? And what was your early on inspirations for everything? So you said Final Bout and stuff, but just did you get into the drift option, or like option DVDs, or because it's funny to hear this. I love to hear where everybody like starts to take inspiration.
I definitely come into it at a later time. Like I had a little K11 micro on VSKFs, and I sold that for $3,000 to buy my S13 back in the day. And that was like the start of it all. But I come into option and all that stuff. It was like you'd see it, like I would look at it. But it wasn't the main inspiration. It was, to be honest, it was Hurt. Hurt was one of them. Alex was one of them from Low Origin. Jake Rio, his S14 was sick. Still is sick. They were like the main three that I looked up to at the start of it, where I was like, fuck this, I need to lower my shit. I need my guards my wheels to be out in the guards and stuff like that. And then being friends with all them guys over the years now and still staying on that same, I still will never change from that style has just led me to where I am now.
Right.
No, so yeah, cool. mainly them three guys and watching dude, you can't forget Tandem and Dye, Justin Shreve and the boys, Animal Style. It was all them teams that I was like, fuck, I need to do that. That's how my car needs to look. Yeah, for sure. Like when I first started driving, the car wasn't like railed as it is now, but it was still always well presented. The fitment was like pretty decent, but now, yeah. I just want that's that style or that I don't know. I feel like that was like the glory days of social media as well.
It was.
It was like Animal Style videos, Scott Mitchell, Tandem and Dye. I don't know. That was like I've watched all them videos 9,000 times and thought that's how I need to style my car.
Yeah, the Animal Style parking lot video is like iconic. Dude. Like that is the video for me. It's so good.
Someone shares it like every other month, and I watch it every time. Every time.
It's never not good. It doesn't age.
I've heard a lot of people say that was what got them into drifting, which is crazy. Yeah. That video specifically, which is really cool to have that like legacy. I'd like to have like those boys on sometimes, but they've been kind of like beat dry in podcasts because of Palmer. So, you know what I mean? Now, granted, we would pull some different stuff out of them, especially out of Palmer. I'm going to fuck with that heavy. But, but like, you know, it's just one of those things where, I don't even think they really realize the inspirations that they've had on a lot of the young style guys, you know?
Oh, for sure, man.
And then to completely just go skyjacked is, we should be punishing them. No,
crazy.
That's true.
Even so, like it goes to show how big they influence people because, like, even over here in Australia, like people style their cars in that way now because them guys do that. You know what I mean? Like they followed that wave. Yeah, I like OG, like Julian's S14 and how their cars used to be. Will always like go down to myself as some of the greatest cars ever styled.
Yeah,
personally. From America, especially,
So how is the styling over there? So we get to see what I know is halfway hangs, and every single video is fucking every car there. I'm like, look at that one, that one's fucking sick. This is sick, and I love every single like all of them. I've never seen a video that like showed a shitty car at halfway hang. Even the ones that aren't drifting are like super sick, just hanging out. How is like a normal event? Like, is it like it seems like you guys are styled the fuck up, you know what I mean? But we are only seeing the media that's getting presented to us, which is
for sure. And usually, like, it's hard to because like the media are going to post the good cars. Like, it's been a thing forever. It's nothing new. But like, just say you went to a Friday night drifts, like at our home track, they're coming back to being a lot better with the car quality and the cars that are actually going. But I don't know. I haven't been to like some normal practice day or whatever you guys would have. I'd compare it the same. Okay. There's like a ratio of like people who like the style, like myself, or there's people that just want to go drive. You know what I mean? Like there's. I think that there's no matter where you go around the world, it's always the same. It seems the same. If it's just a normal drift day where you think of this like with halfway hangs, you got to apply. And the street carnage boys have to accept you, and they go through hundreds of cars. But you send in you got to have genuine wheels. You got to list every modification your car has and all the photos, and then Zach and the boys from Street Carnage will choose only the best cars and the cars that they want at their event, which is fine.
Yep.
But,
how many cars do they allow in?
So on the car, Thursdays Thursday morning we meet over the border, which is only like an hour from here. Then we get down to Valor Caravan Park. Then this is just an easy way of explaining it, so you know, like the schedule. So we get down there, everyone unloads their cars, we get shit-faced that night, and then the next day is the car show day. I think there's 150 cars in the car show. So then we park the cars around the pool and the bar and all that. The boys have music cranking, trade stand set up, everyone's just drinking beers in the sun, really. And because it's next to the beach, you can literally like
that's
walk
cool.
50 meters, have a swim, come back. Oh, there's my car.
That's so sick.
Yeah, that's really sick.
It's like that's what the cool part about it is. There's nowhere in the world that you could really do that. And then that night, So there's 150 cars at the car show. Then I think the boys choose 70 for the team's drift day, so that you have to be in a drift team.
Oh.
And then there's another 70 for Sunday, which is the solo day. So if you don't have teammates.
I didn't even know they broke it up like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then is there a competition? Like, are people winning on like the team, or it's just fun? It's just exhibition, show off, like showing off, right?
Yeah. So they do car of the show for the car show night. So that on the day of the car show that night, there's awards for like best fitment, best 90s, lowest car, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Saturday is the team's day. So there's like best drift team is like the second biggest award you can win at halfway.
Okay.
And then after Sunday's over, the solo drift day, they have awards for the drifting. So like shittest team, shittest driver, best crash.
James.
Oh my God, yeah, I would win all of those.
Best entry, but they call them cool names. And then Halfway Hangs King is the best overall. So
that's you.
The vibes.
That is you, isn't it?
It was.
Fucking Tye Jeff, King at Halfway.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last year.
Speech. No.
Last year one. So yeah, it's best overall. So it's like you entered the car show, you drove good, your car looks sick, and you brought the good vibes. And that's as far as I know that's when I got called out, what the criteria for the boys to choose. But yeah, Akshay is the new king this year's king. He's a beast. So yeah, I was the king. Now I'm a little bitch.
Oh man. Well, you always gotta you gotta pave the way for the rest. You know what I mean? That's all you're doing is just open it up.
And
that's sick, though.
And to win 10 was fucking sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You'll always be a king in my book.
Oh,
thanks, babe.
Hey, so I didn't know that. See, the stuff that we get to see is just really cinematic, beautiful videos. Honestly, the people that are covering are.
I'm going to cut you off. Just what did I tell you
me.
last year?
I know.
Hey, Damo. Man, you've got 11 months to Halfway Hang sort of shit out. Well, the shit that I've seen on the internet, you would have seen in real life.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, you know so many people that are over here as well.
I know. I suck.
How do we get our cars there? Is what I'm saying.
That would be amazing.
You pay money to somebody, and they take
it
there.
Crazy.
What do you mean?
Exporting a car to Australia? Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
It was cheap. You asked the question, I answered.
And like the styling of your cars altogether fit what Halfway Hangs is all about as well. Fitment, gangster paint, sick livery, good cunts. You know what I mean?
Good cunts. I love that.
Good PCs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, Halfway Hangs. Look, I mean, it's on my bucket list for sure because of just everything we've ever seen is just absolutely awesome. You know, we've heard nothing but good things. So no, that's super cool.
Well,
food delivery. All right.
Yeah, dog. Well, it's breakfast time over here, so you gotta have iced coffee,
noms,
hash brown, and
hell yeah,
bacon and egg wrap thing. James is just smoking pizza.
He's always just eating pizza,
buddy.
Always.
But yeah, you guys are welcome over anytime. Stop being bitches. Get a fucking passport.
I know. I'm working on it.
I got my passport.
I was gonna say you.
Go.
Yeah, you.
I got
a passport. I'm ready.
Yep.
What? Damn it! I'm the only one.
You could all stay at house. You could all stay at where I live with my roommate. Easy. Like Saul and Alex and Jono from Lower Origin were here last year. Everyone fucking stays here. It's the international homies house.
That's
perfect.
No,
I forget who it was. Someone offered me like their car to drive too. I'm like, you're dumb.
Have you seen how James drives? And you're gonna give him the keys to your car?
You fucking idiot.
Crazy.
James, and at Rally Raceway where the track is, there's no room for error. There's dirt, there's tire walls full of dirt, there's a dam, there's
cool. James will find all of it.
Yeah.
He'll find it all.
Dude, if the offer's there and you don't have to sign a waiver for any damages, you're on.
Right. Dude, that track looks so sick too. Like when I watch like videos from there, like the areas that you can like really come in hot and huck look like so much fun. Like
sick.
Yeah, it definitely does look kind of treacherous though. Like I see like the divots off the track looks like a fucking just like a mountainside, like a divot just dug out and shit. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
How far is that from you guys again?
Like 3 hours. Not far.
That's not bad. That's it.
Nah, and it's like 110 kilometers for us. 110 kilometers an hour all the way down there. Plus halfway hangs. When we meet on the Thursday, so we cross the border, so the cars that are street cars can't get they can't lose points off their license if they get defected. So we meet at this service station, and there's about 300 cars there. So if you come, we'll hire a van. I'll chuck my car on the back, and we'll mob down the highway with like 300 cars. And you guys know how bad it is for the rules in like Australia. Every time I've been to like the last 5, and when you're driving down the highway with like 300 other cars, you're like, this is so fucking sick because we can never do this. And it's like, what's one cop car going to pull over 300 cars?
Yeah.
No chance.
Right.
That's what Chicago felt like at Final Bout. It was just at the cruise at night. That's what it felt like. It was like everybody was untouchable. You could do whatever you wanted on the highway, and no one gave a fuck.
I've watched so many videos from that. Yeah, you guys are there. Isn't James popping his TV up?
Yep.
Did that.
That's the only thing his car can do.
I was literally in the back, like a fucking Will Ferrell and Talladega Nights, where the cars are flying by me. Like, what was that? Because my car was so shitty to drive fast. It was scary as fuck.
But it looks sick. But I was watching.
Me and Chris are doing like 95 down the highway in Chicago.
No, everybody was flying.
That's so sick. But like that we went out on Saturday. My roommate always takes his cars to like good car meets, I guess you could say. And like I'll send you a video of the cars we were with, like shit you see in Japan with like 9 degrees of camber. We don't see that shit on the road here.
Yeah, I bet. Right.
Like that's just like you have the biggest set of balls to drive out on the road here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like a daily occurrence. I see something crazy cambered like drive by. Yeah.
No, that's why like everyone's mind blown when you see that. Like I seen a Supra last night. I was like, oh, you're fucked.
No shit. That's funny.
Yeah.
James, are you doing some crazy mysterious stuff? I see you popping in and out.
Am I still here?
You're here.
You're still here.
Like my screen just went black.
Yeah,
and I was
that happened.
like, the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, speaking of racism, what breakfast places do you guys have over there? Do you have Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks?
Oh, we got Starbucks.
Okay, no Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, you died.
Damn.
No,
Damien
remember,
would actually
I changed. I'm not.
You're still not a changed man.
I mean, I still.
What do you go? What's the go-to?
No, I just drink. I used to drink a lot of coffee. Like I used to plan my whole life around coffee. Now I'm like, I'm like literally every drift event we would go to, I would look for hotels that are aside of coffee shops. So even if it was out in the middle of nowhere.
Because I live the closest fucking place to the sun, I don't drink hot coffee anyway. So
neither do I.
Cold.
Yeah, neither do I. Yeah. I always do iced. Yeah. So what's like? Do you guys have like besides Starbucks? Is there another coffee shop that's like big? Like,
yeah, it's called Zarafas. It's just like our Starbucks, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yep. You drink your when you drink your coffee, it's not for a straw; it's for a kangaroo tail and shit. Yeah, it's not.
I wish.
I'm just joking.
I
fucking wish.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'd love to just honestly, I just want to travel just to see all the differences between everyday life. You know, like I just think it's going to be so cool.
Yeah. Still waiting to pick you up from the airport.
I'm working on it. It's going to get a little weird when you pick me up, but
trying to fight a kangaroo.
Yeah, I could see you doing that. You get drunk as shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna put you in a fucking pouch, dude. That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna pick James up and just hop around with him.
Yep.
I just want to see what happens, right?
American dies by being flogged by a kangaroo, but on the fucking news.
I love all the dumb stereotype shit that we think about, like with another country. Like it's so funny.
Everyone does it.
Oh yeah. So is there any fun? There has to be. So from the Australian side. How do you guys view us stupid fucking Americans? Because I'll tell you firsthand, it's probably all true. But like, is there any fun, like like some dumb shit? Like I know in Japan, when I talk to some of like my Japanese friends, they always just like everybody's driving around in monster trucks. Like that's all they think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there any preconceived things or?
I don't think so. I don't really, to be honest, like I don't really follow, especially media wise. It's no offense to anyone else. If your car's not sick or if you're not a sick driver, I don't really follow anything in America.
Sure.
So, like, the only thing that is dumb, I don't know what the fuck, and I don't even know how, because I love America. It's like my dream place to go to. But what the fuck is with these donut shit at roundabouts? Oh, not roundabouts, at intersections that people get run over. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, that's just fucking lame.
Is crazy.
Dude,
I
you guys
can take
don't
you to
have
one.
that there yet?
Dude, if you did that in Australia, you're going to jail.
Yeah, it's
Here the cops just let it die down here. Like they physically can't do anything about it because there's so many people. One just happened in Philly a couple weeks ago, which is like an hour and a half for me. And one of my friends was near it, and he said, "Yeah, like the cops just like kind of sat there until it dispersed. They couldn't do anything to stop it."
Yeah. Well, they get shot. Like it's bad. All the people there's a lot of gang and just bad people that do this stuff too. Like they go there for trouble. You know what I mean? Like it is just. Yeah, not good. Like, it's not
apart
good.
Apart from that, there's nothing that pops into mind because it's always been a dream to like come to America. So that's what started all this. Like, I want to go to Final Bout. That's like I've watched every video you could imagine. Like I've been to Dory Door. That was always my dream event to go to, and Final round is next on the bucket list.
We need to talk about that too. So we talked about halfway hangs, which was on the list. I definitely wanted to talk about that. But you recently did you're starting to coordinate events yourself too. So was it S Chassis? Was it your event then Japan, or was it Japan then your event? Which way was it?
It was like 3 weeks apart. So we had Australia Day Bash, which is a drift event, and then we had halfway hangs, and then we had Matsuri because we have 2 Matsuris. So one at the start of the year, one at the end of the year. So I drove that, and then So me and my friend Steve owns S Chassis, like the big Instagram page. Yeah. So at the start of the year, he's like, I'm going to do an event at this track that hasn't been drifted at in 9 years. He's like, you want in? He's like, I need you to bring all the fucking good cars, and you've ran events before with other people. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. So literally 3 weeks before Japan, we had S Chassis Festival. So I invited, how many cars do we have? 60 cars from all around Australia to this track that I drove there in December just to test it. But yeah, that was literally 3 weeks before Japan, and it was really good. The council loved it. The community, like the little town that it's in, loved it too. So, then I decided to do another one in October.
Nice. No, that's super.
But yeah,
cool.
that was just before Japan, so it was like the start of the year was hectic. It's actually nice to not be doing anything at the moment.
Yeah. So let's talk about Japan. So you got to go to one of our also. Dream events. Yeah.
Especially I couldn't miss number 10.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how
fucking sick, man.
Is that the first time
what do you need to know?
First time you've been to Japan or not?
Yep. That whole trip that you would have seen on my Instagram was the first time I've ever been.
Okay, sick. Let's talk about it. So from the very get-go, like just getting into Japan, how like is it just otherworldly?
Oh god, yeah. Me and a mate, because I went with like 11 of the boys. So like the Street Carnage guys that run halfway hangs, my friend Hodgies, like all the boys. There was we went over, dude. I haven't really looked. This sounds really bad, but I don't really follow much stuff from Japan.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I do, but it's like it's the cars the styling of cars that I like. And stuff like that. That's about it. I didn't even look at a map of Japan until we were flying there. I had no idea.
Right.
But dude, the handy thing was all the boys had been before.
Okay.
I've never been, so I had no idea. Full virgin. But they've been like 5 or 6 times. But yeah, it was, if I didn't go with them, I don't know how the hell I would. You land, you get on a train, can't read anything. But they knew what they were doing. But yeah, it's literally nothing. I think it was probably better that I didn't really look into it because it just made I didn't have expectations of how good it was going to be.
Yeah. Everything's just a surprise.
Cool. Yeah. Crazy good, man.
Did you learn any Japanese while you were there?
The bare basics. The bare basics.
We can teach you some Japanese, actually.
The only time I would like ask what funny stuff was is if we were with Splash, like Ryota, because he's a good homie of ours. And he'd be like, hey, man, how do you say fucking Japanese? He'd be like, you're funny. Then he'll say it. I can't remember what it is. He's the man if you want to know that kind of stuff because he can speak full-blown English.
Yep. Yeah, right. Yeah. He's a super nice guy, too.
The best. He's the best dude on the planet.
Yeah. I'd like to get him on
how
here
do you say that word?
Munko.
You remember
Monko.
it? Good for you, dude.
Like monkey or Monku. I couldn't remember. It's Monko.
Yeah.
Monko.
What is it?
It means pussy.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that we have our I guess he's the fifth. Well, you know what? He's the fourth because Rich doesn't count. He's never on the pod. Rich is the fucking fifth. Yeah. But we have Rio, he's an amazing dude. He's going to teach us all Japanese, but he's going to do every episode is going to be the worst fucking words. So he started with pussy, which is hilarious because if you knew this guy or you met him, he's like super quiet, like very like proper, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's really funny. Yeah.
It's like that. Actually, before I go further, Hodges, who just popped into the chat,
I saw that
he was a massive
tour guide.
He's like he's really good friends of like you would have seen Yuji on Instagram, like the crazy Cresta, Baka and Akagawa and all that. Hodges is really good friends of all the street drifting dudes. So that was benefits of going over there as well. Like the first 24 hours we were at Oi Wharf, and their little welcome to Japan thing was, hey, we're going to take you to the Oi Wharf and go.
That shit was sick. Dude, I remember when you went there, and I woke up because it's like 12 hours difference. First thing I clicked on was your story because I knew you were going there, and there was just cars flying by you. I was like, dude, fuck. Yep. That shit is so sick.
Yep. I don't remember who I showed that, but I was like, well, they're having a good fucking time. And it was just like, it was the Cresta, that wild, like fucking Cresta that's just like fucking right by your knees. And I'm like, holy shit, like this is what I want.
He's actually, cool. Hodges invited him over. So for my event at Steve's in the Trees, he's one of the guest drivers. So you'll be able to see
that's sick.
You can guarantee he's going to do some crazy shit. But Hodges is really good friends with a lot of street drifters in like, I think in Yokohama.
Okay.
I think it is. I don't really know. But the benefits of Jacob being with us is he knows all them guys. So every time they'd be like Streeto, they'd call Jacob. You say, hey, bring all the boys with you. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's super sick. It's neat because a lot of people go over to Japan and like that's the stuff that they want to see. Yeah. But unless you have the connections or previous, history between anybody, you're not going to get that invite. And imagine
that's the networking thing, man. That's how I get to do all this crazy stuff around the world.
Yeah.
That's how we're friends.
Yep. No, it's really isn't that weird? It's weird to think about, but like the silly internet stuff, and we're like, yo, you're doing cool stuff, and it's like, yo, you're doing cool stuff too. 100%. Now we're friends. You know what I mean? Like, and just
that's literally how like all my friends that I have from around the world. Like, I was a fanboy of Alex Law. Now he's one of my best friends.
And that's weird.
Hurt's one of my homies. I have his number because he's like, that's how message me on social media because
that's how me and Damien started.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is. I was
a fanboy.
He was not. He's lying.
Adorable.
He's lying.
You bloody sweetheart.
Yeah, I wish it was like that because then it'd be really weird. Which would be even better.
James looks in your window at night while you're sleeping. Still to this day.
Yeah. He used to come to my old job and not buy anything, just creep around the aisles to look at me. I wish.
Hey, Damo, got any Small Factory stickers?
Yeah. Can I come to your shop? Yeah, that's so funny.
Japan was sick, man. Like that trip, that's like everything we did is like the dream to myself. What anybody would want to see. Oi Wharf, Daikoku, Streeto. Well, you name it, we went and did it. Every up garage, as many up garages, Dory Door, Weckfest, Dory Minot. Fuck.
How long were you there?
Like 14 days, like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so much shit to do in 14 days. That's sick.
You know what was good? I come home from Japan and didn't want to look at a fucking car ever again for a month. Also, because we would go street out at night and you go out to like crazy times in the morning, and then we'd have a drift event that we'd want to go to. So we go to track all day, then we come back, move to the next accommodation, get set up, quickly go get food, meet up with the boys again. We go on Streeto here, so we do that. Man, the first 4 days was just you just like, what fucking day is it? We've done a lot of shit in 4 days. But it's sick, like. As if you're going to say, like you say from Drift Games, like he was like, come and hang out. So we went, met up with them and stuff like that. As if you're going to say no.
Right. Yeah.
It's like your only chance.
Nah, man, I'm just going to have an early night.
Right. That's funny. Yeah. So do you think that, like, was that enough time? Or do you think that it was like, Like, would you have spent more time? Did it fly by? It probably flew by.
Nah, it didn't.
No, that's sick.
I think it's because we jammed so much stuff in because we went on Golden Week as well. So there's everything's on because it's like their big holiday of the year.
Okay.
So because we had so much jammed in, the last 2 days I was like, I could just really just lay in this Airbnb and do 0.
Right.
Because we did like six or 7 drift days, probably 4 nights of Streeto, absolutely 0 tourist stuff, only car stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so. I think it's like you guys said, if you know the right people, like people know myself over there, and like I said with like Hodges, like he knows a lot of people as well. So we're kind of just like picking off mainly Jacob. Jacob knew a lot of people because he knows the right crowd over there if you want to see that kind of stuff. So
right.
I don't know. I would say so.
Yeah. No shit. No, that's cool. And how
much did you spend at Don Quixote?
Okay, thank you for saying that because I was gonna I wanted to know before we moved on.
It's a huge shopping center. It's like in all the cities of Japan, and it's like just say it's like 6 levels. You go up 1 level, it's like clothes and souvenirs. Next level will be Xbox and then PlayStation and stuff like that.
Jeez.
The further you go up, the better it gets because like at the top. That sounds really bad, but the top is like all sex toys and shit.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
So that's probably what he's or whoever's talking about. But nah, not that much.
No, that's funny. No, that's super cool. Do you know roundabout what you did end up spending? Like your whole trip? Like, was it a lot or was it actually very affordable?
Dude, so cheap.
Really?
When I come back from driving Matsuri in New Zealand last year, Zach from Street Carnage, he's like the boss dog of Halfway Hangs. He's like, hey, transfer me some money. Actually, it might have been Hodges. I can't remember. But it was $380. Flights were on special. 380 Australian return. Okay. So that was cheap. And then with the Airbnbs, VIP tickets to Workfest, hire car and all that, I didn't spend. I brought a couple of car parts over there. Nothing crazy.
That's only $250, by the way.
Fucking A. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
I think I brought like heaps of souvenirs and stuff like that. And then the only real expensive thing I brought there was Zach from Street Carnage. His teammate Udai lives in Japan, like in Fuji, and he drives for Car Modify Wonder. So they hooked us up with I never wanted to buy the Car Modifier Wonder rear wing because it's like $1,000 Australian. So we got it for a deal. So 460 Australian bucks for a Car Modifier Wonder wing. That's about it. I would say I spent 2,700 Australian.
Right. Which is
the whole time.
Yeah. No, that's sick.
No money. That's almost just a flight for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like a flight for us is like $1,000 to $1,200 American.
That's still okay. I think it's all right. If you think about it, you split it in half, so it's like 600 one way, 600 the other. I think it's all right. Yeah. Like when I go to Europe to drive with my teammates and whatever else, $2,500 straight away.
Yeah. Yeah. Japan's super close to you, so I get that's why it's so cheap for you.
That's
but
true.
For us, it's like it's so far.
Yeah,
so
far.
I budgeted $150 a day just for spending money without car parts. Man, there's no way in the world. That's just on food mainly. There's I think the most I ever spent in a day on food, and like if we didn't do a car thing, maybe $60.
Yeah.
Just 7-Elevens and Lawson's and stuff like that. But I would say under $3,000 I did that whole trip for.
That's sick. Yeah, that's super
14
sick.
days.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
Sweet.
And you just gotta wait for deals.
Yeah. You definitely got like from your story when I was following, I was super jealous because you definitely got like the VIP experience. All the cool shit crammed into one trip and like that's amazing. Now, do you wish
of the guys I was with, especially Zach's been before, he Googled like all the dates. He knows Dory Door and Weckfest is on the same time every year. So like we worked it around that. Right. And then the benefits of Hodges being with us is for the Streeto stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it was sick, man. Like expectations, I didn't have any, but now do I go back and is it going to be as good? Do I go with the same people to make that well? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Now,
but it was sick.
Do you wish that you did maybe more touristy stuff, or like would you go back to do? You're not really into that stuff. It's just like, oh, okay.
I don't know. I would be cool. Like I think the only real touristy stuff we did is we went to the crossing where they Tokyo Drift, where they drift through all the people. Shinjuku crossing, I think it is. That was about it. And we looked at Mount Fuji. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd like to do some more looking around at like workshops. I think, but because we went on Golden Week, it's their holiday, so everything's shut. So like, there's even stuff I didn't post. Like Zach from Street Carnage wanted some car Supermade stuff. So their shop was shut. So the owner of Supermade said we could come to his house. So we went to his house. He gave us gifts and we swapped stickers with him. Like not many. Like that was another unexpected thing we didn't know we were going to do. Yeah. So
it's funny. I learned that with Satsukawa with the gift thing. You cannot give a Japanese person something without getting something in return. Like I literally gave him like a sticker and he was just like, he put his finger in my face like this, like bang. And then he ran. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then he comes back with a sticker, he's like, here. And yeah, it's super cool. And that's really neat. Like to be able to get invited to the homes and stuff too. They just seem like they're super free and fun and just open.
You can't even. Yeah. I was saying this to the boys when we were over there because everyone's so nice. Like, because you can't believe they went to war. Like they're so nice.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, at least you're from Australia and not US, so you didn't nuke them or whatever. Whatever happened in history, I forget. I don't even remember.
You're a little more credible than us.
Yeah. They definitely like you guys, I'm sure, a lot more.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So outside of Japan, you said you did like the S Chassis Festival, and you're going to be doing that again in October. Is that
new event?
A new event. Okay, so
I'm doing S Chassis Festival in another country next year.
Oh no way! That's awesome.
The US?
No, you guys are too far away.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We're like one ocean away. Come on.
Yeah,
start swimming.
But
do you want me to do something while you eat your burrito? Because I can talk. I fill in the gaps for you.
James is really good at filling gaps.
Oh,
actually, I have him fill my holes all the time. Speaking of that, James, I need you to weld more shit.
I never even welded that last shit for you.
Oh, that's right.
That the other day, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
This man probably still didn't even reseal my wheels yet.
I'm not resealing them. I will bring you something that you can seal them with.
Well, then leave it up there. Actually, you're going to have to reseal them now. We'll talk, but you're going to
we built them. We built them.
James did.
Well,
shit customer service.
Yeah, fuck LSP polishing.
That's funny. We'll give you the hot. I wish there was a hotline or something, or we could leave reviews. Let's leave some
charity work. All right.
Yeah, that's funny.
But
that sounds awesome. So a completely new event in October. Is that the one you were talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called because we're out in the bush at this track that we're allowed to drive at now, and I wanted all styled cars there, like cool all different styles, but cool cars, genuine wheels and all that stuff was a criteria, and your car had to be good, and you had to be a good car. So I called it Steez in the Trees, so like styled cars in the bush, Steez in the trees.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, after going to Japan and really realizing how aesthetically pleasing all the track set up with flags and stuff like that, I wanted to like step it up. So this one I'm going to invest in like shit ton of flags. All cars must have Nabori flags hanging out their cars for like the track parade, track park up. We're waiting to see if we can get, we're waiting on the approval to have a street parade as well, which is never doable here. So like, just wanted to be like, in Japan, everything's like, wow, that like they really entertain the crowd side of it. It's not like, this place doesn't even have a flag up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't have to be sick.
That little stuff makes such a difference. Like in the just visuals, like flags are like 100%. The simplest thing, and it just looks awesome.
We had stuff at S Chassis Festival, but we didn't know the future if we could come back and do another event there. So it was kind of hard to invest in that stuff if we couldn't. But luckily, at my shed, I have about 900 Nabori flags, so I just took them all off the wall and hung them up.
Nice.
Perfect.
So yeah, with this one in October, with Final Bout, Dory Door, Halfway Hanging's been a massive inspiration. Like I wanted to be pretty picky with the cars that I chose. So, but all different ranges, like MX-5s, BMWs, JDM cars. So, but yeah, you had to have genuine wheels. You had to be a good cunt. So, but I still gave like a lot of people. I have no idea even who they are. Like I want them guys to be able to have a shot as well. Like you gotta give. That's how I got a shot at Halfway Hangers. No one knew who I was. You can't always accept the same people over and over again.
No, sure.
So,
Yeah.
And girls. There's some girls driving too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they got cool cars.
I feel like there wasn't a time though when people didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
Like you were like,
I guess.
You're like, I'm gonna get into cars, and then you were just like the fucking guy.
I guess I was saying this to Damo before. I think when I first got invited to drive overseas as guest driver, like it was with Hurt.
Who the fuck is farting right now?
Wait. That was crazy. We just had our first international technical difficulty, and it was awesome.
Aliens.
You turned into a robot. Whoa.
It was fucking awesome.
I think it's still going on. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. No.
Dude, he's an alien.
It's like super. It's like It's like super wild right now.
I was hoping that was Chad. That sucks.
I was hoping.
You would
that
hope
was
it's me.
Chad.
Do you want me to unplug it?
You can try it. Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah.
Actually,
back in.
Yeah, that's super funny.
Hang on.
I love it.
Incredible.
That was great.
Yeah,
he sounds like a fucking alien.
it was like the Predator talking. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Juan says two-stroke. That's two-stroke Juan.
Yeah,
Or
two-stroke.
Tye.
Two-stroke Tye. Let's see.
Better?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're back.
incredible.
We're
You're
so back.
I love it.
I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's there's a lot going on. We're streaming 4 cameras. You know, there's some crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, James, what were you asking him? About him always being the man.
He was always somebody.
Yeah.
And now I'm scrolling back through his Instagram to find like what his car looked like a couple years ago because I don't remember. Just to be like, no, the fuck you weren't. Like you did cars, and then you were fucking rad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's I guess that's true because like when I first got invited overseas, like the first event was Next Level, and they asked me to be guest driver alongside Hurt. No one knew who I was. Like even like social media, like I didn't have a big following or anything back then. And then I went to Next Level with my teammate Alex, joined Oaktree, drove with Hurt and all them guys. And then literally from that event, I brought Hurt, Rob, and Brandon Caddo over to hang and drive Matsuri with us. And then after that, that was like 3 years into me drifting as well. So that's why it kind of probably looks like that.
Yeah. It's like real fast. Yeah,
it happened really fast. And then like from that, I've been overseas 11 times as guest driver now. So like I've been very lucky with the path it's put me on.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
God damn it.
Oh, good luck with that.
It ain't working, brother.
That's me doing a burnout in a van.
Yeah, you know that. It's a fucking van. You're doing a burnout, like, and you're gonna tell me you were nobody?
That's funny. That's super funny. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna take a piss really quick because
Thanks, do that.
Take the camera with you.
Let's go. Let's go.
You want to do it at the same time?
You guys can we can take a tea break all together, or I can just go and you guys keep going.
I don't have to shave.
We can all go to the bathroom.
Go do your little fucking go and I'll have a smoker.
Yeah, I gotta go drain both wieners. I'll be right back.
Make sure you sit down, you pussy.
So while Damien's gone, and this is a drifting podcast, I want to talk about something that's not drifting related, and that's the summer Nats.
Oh, dude,
that looks like
I was gonna bring that up
sickest fucking event on the planet. Cooler than any drift event ever. It's the most American event that's not in America. Like
100%.
Big motors, burnouts, fire, booze. It's wild.
Yeah.
So tell me about this event from someone that's been there and someone that wants to go.
I've been to a lot of events around the world, and fucking Summer Nats is the craziest shit. You'd not expect. You can't fucking prepare for what's going to happen. It's sick, man.
Yeah, I was watching your story, and I think I even told you, like, I'm about to live vicariously through your story because that's, for me, like, the event. I mean, I do want to go to halfway hangs, but Summer Nats is like, man, I need to get there.
Here's the plan. You guys come for a month. So start of the year is, we got to remember your dollar. You'll make money. You'll make money by the time you land here.
I don't know if we're gonna make money, but
no, but your money's worth more here. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Is it? So if you stay because if I want, that's why I don't buy any American merch because it's fucked. Our dollar sucks ass. Like I've always wanted to buy Final About merch. I can't because I can't justify what the prices are. You know what I mean? Even though I love 50%. But all right, come for a month. We go to Summer Nats. Mm-hmm. I'll take a month off work and we just hang out. And then literally in that month, we can go Summer Nats, halfway hangs, and then there's always Australia Day bash at the same time. So we can do all 3 events in one.
Dang. You're really selling this.
Fucking crazy.
It looks insane. Like every video I've ever seen, I don't understand how y'all do it over there, but you put the biggest motors in the smallest cars.
Yep.
With blowers that are sticking 5 feet out of the hood. Like, it's insane. And I need to experience it.
The professional that's so weird to say. The professional burnout cars.
Yeah.
They're show cars. They're absolutely immaculate. And they're not cheap cars. They're big dollar cars as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure there's no, go ahead.
Like this sounds weird because I've never really thought about it till now, but like if you traveled the professional burnout competitions around Australia, the prize money, as long as you don't shit a motor, is easily like what you could live off.
All for doing a burnout.
Yeah,
that's
and it's
insane.
A minute. Your burnout has to go for a minimum of 60 seconds.
Holy shit.
That's wild.
So, but we've been to burnout competitions where it's like 50K first place.
What?
You're going to do one burnout for 60 seconds to
50K US dollars.
I'm in the wrong field of work.
Crazy.
I need to start doing burnouts and just making money. That's insane.
Hold on.
Pretty much, you're born to do a burnout if you're an Aussie. So,
like, that's true. Like, how do they grade that though? Like, I see everything just looks like a cloud of smoke after a certain point. Like, how do you?
We'll show you. It's like instant smoke, use of the burnout pad, the tip in. Burnout has to go for 60 seconds, and both tires have to be popped, and you have to be able to drive off the pad.
All right.
That's
some rules.
Come to Summer Nats, man. It's fucking mental.
Yeah.
When is it?
It's always in January. It's like the third week of January.
All right. It's on my bucket list, bro. I will make it there, and that's a fucking guarantee.
We go every year.
I just want to drink a fuck ton of beer and watch people blow the fuck up out of their tires.
My arm is twisted. Let's go.
My arm is twisted. Let's go.
While you were gone, I brought up Summer Nats.
Summer Nats. Yeah.
It's the best automotive event on the planet to me.
Ridiculous. Like you'll see some characters there as well. Like you literally, because it goes for 4 days, you drink beer every fucking day.
Hell yeah. That's James's sport. He's already there. He's training right now.
That's probably a competition in Australia as well, for all we know.
Yeah,
but yeah, Summer Nats is mental.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny.
Plus, we do way better burnouts than you guys, so you got to come learn.
That's true.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, don't even fight that. That's absolutely.
Cletus and that came and they got school. And then literally, when I was at Summer Nats this year, Hurt messaged me and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to Summer Nats." I was like, "Yeah, sweet, I'll see you down there." And then like after the second day, I was like, "What do you reckon?" He's like, "You guys are fucking crazy."
It seems that way.
It's definitely from the scale of like I'm very lucky to be able to go to like some of the better best events in Australia and around the world, and then go to Summer Nats and appreciate that. Is like it's just two different worlds of what we're into. But then it's also the people that put crazy amount of money into making them look very, very good and doing crazy 1,000 horsepower burnouts in 60 seconds. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah. I need to experience this.
Come over, let's go.
That's funny. It's so neat to see, like, from the outside looking in. We definitely think that you are all fucking wild men. Like just crazy. Like it's like nonstop, like, oh yeah, 1,000 horsepower Bernies, like just insane, and everything's trying to kill you. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's so funny because when your friend Alice and Liam, but talking to Alice, I'm always like, you know, like I just want to come over, but I'm like scared to die too, because everything, she's like walking in the park and here's something that's fucking crazy poisonous. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what the fuck? And your spiders.
Spiders are hectic. Yep. But it's not the big daddy. It's not the big daddies that ruin your life. It's the little ones.
That's what I heard. Yeah, you guys have like a shit ton of poisonous ones that are tiny.
That's scarier.
I'm working on
ones you can't see.
Yeah, literally. You pick up. You pick, like, if you don't leave, depending on where you live, you don't leave your shoes at the front door. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly,
do you leave them on your feet so they don't bite your
toes,
or like
inside in general?
On
but
fire.
Even like, I'm working at a job site up in Brisbane at the moment, which is about 40 minutes from where I live. Mm-hmm. Australia is a Florida. Probably. But yeah, I'm working on a job site at the moment, and they have like sightings of the second most dangerous snake in Australia all the time.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it just sounds like everything there. There's so many venomous things, and like just like over here, we don't really like. We have like a few things that are like pretty bad, but not to like the point. Like we have some venomous snakes and stuff, but where we're at specifically, it's like pretty chill. Like you can roll through the grass and run through the woods. You know what I mean? Like over there, I feel like you run through the woods and then you fucking die. You know, like something got you.
Attacked by a kangaroo and then chased by a snake and bitten by a spider.
Right.
It's all over.
Yep. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm I like this, Jake. Over here, we're scared of gluten.
That's true.
We're such pussies. Yeah, I just I'll tell you something that fucked me. An Australian thing that fucked me big time was this old fucking video of this guy going to take a piss. And he walks in and he lifts up his fucking toilet and there's the biggest fucking spider in the world. And he just goes, nope. And he just closes it. And he's like, I'm sorry to bother you, sir. And he walked out. And I'm like, every time I pick up my toilet seat, do you know what I have to do now? I have to look for a fucking spider because of that video. And it's your guys' fault because you have the biggest, creepiest fucking things ever. And they just let them live in the house too, most commonly. They're like, oh, they'll get other bugs. And I'm like, fuck that.
I'll protect you, Jamie. It's fine.
Even when Alex and Jono were here from Low Origin, as in Jono, their filmer, we're just like cruising down the highway with my car on the trailer and I pulled over to do a piss and just walked into the bush just off the side of the highway. They were fucking gobsmacked. They're like, you're crazy. I was like, it's normal to us, but that's like, I've lived here my whole life. It's nothing different.
Yeah, right.
Like, actually, what was nice? Fresh breath air. English is not good today. Anyway, going to do a piss in the bush in Japan. We were just like, oh yeah, there's like nothing that can kill me. Someone would probably walk past and say, I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah, I'm sorry. You need help.
Except for like Godzilla, like,
he's real.
Japan, if you're fucked, you're big fucked, and everybody else is too.
I don't think they don't really have much over there that's like bad, do they? Mm-hmm. No.
I know.
Look, we talked about it. None of us could think of anything. There probably is, but yeah,
because you guys even have crocodiles, don't you? Do you have crocs?
Oh, yeah. Crocodile Dundee.
That's right. Yeah. That's fucking crazy to me.
The part of Australia where I live is like we're on the east coast of Australia, so like Gold Coast is where I live. But the further you go up the coast, if you're going to go a fair while, that's where all the big daddy crocodiles are. Don't go swimming.
If I come up there, I want to go there and see that shit. I need to see a kangaroo in person, and I need to see a crocodile. That's
easy
what I
as
need.
Fuck. Travel 30 minutes north. We'll go to Steve Irwin Zoo. The big daddy crocodiles.
That was so sick.
Yeah. I took Alex and Jono, and we took Saul and Harley there. We took Hurt and everyone there. That's a good tourist thing to do. You can pat kangaroos there, and then Steve Irwin has the whopper crocodiles of that joint. Fuck that shit.
Really? Yeah. I couldn't imagine. That's like fucking when we start going south, I start thinking of alligators. Like we have a long way to go south though. Like we have hours to drive.
Yeah.
And then
until we hit gators,
yeah,
we're at least
12
10,
hours.
12 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
and then they're just
you
and
go
most of them are like this big.
Yeah, right.
No.
You got to go north. You got to go north Australia to do that on the east coast.
No shit.
And then you go west coast. It's just the big daddy sharks.
That's what I really want to see.
You guys have the great whites everywhere.
I want to go diving with great whites so bad.
Well,
come to Australia, man. We could tick this bucket list off in a day.
Honestly, it sounds like it.
Yeah. Some nuts. Yeah.
Chad getting eaten by a shark. Check.
It's
Tye,
that's how it is.
If I pay for half of his expenses, can you make sure he doesn't come back?
He'll die.
Like I'll pay that to you.
That's premeditated murder, I think, though.
We got a spare room. He'd be right. He'd be right.
Yeah, see, I'll be fine. Fuck you, James. At least somebody likes me.
No, that's super funny.
I'll do a deal. I'll keep Chad over here, but I'm going to come drive your car final bout.
That's fine.
Okay,
there you go. Yeah.
No, I'm going to drive James's car.
Yeah. No, you can drive it. I have permission to tell you you can drive it. It's fine. He doesn't have to say.
Bluetooth me, and I'll be the Bluetooth teammate for the weekend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Deal. Sweet, done.
That'd be fun.
See you soon.
Yeah, I'd love to. That's one thing that I mean, we're kind of working up to it eventually, but I would love to have like extra spare cars and stuff to have people come down. Like we're getting close, honestly. Like if my other Corolla gets finished, like that could be used. You know, like
Miata.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I was gonna say,
go. Keep going.
What were you gonna say, James? You cut out.
Yeah,
James.
I just stopped because he was talking. But like you saying that, like the three of us don't all have extra cars,
double cars. Well, there's certain cars that you loan out, and then there's other cars that you're like, wow, you know what I mean?
Anybody behind the wheel in that one,
right? It depends where we're at too. I want a car that I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Here you go, have fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Which would be the other Corolla.
It's hard too because then like I've brought people over to do events before out of my own pocket, but then it's also if you bring people over, you need to at least cover your cost to be even, just by like selling some shirts and stuff like that. But then I feel bad doing that because I'm not in it to make money. I just want my cool friends to hang out with my even cooler friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard. When I brought Herd over, we towed a car up from Sydney, which is 8 hours. I made spare car. We got a body kit for it. It had VSKFs on it. Herd drove it out of the pits. And because it's right-hand drive and he wasn't used to it, he drove it straight into a fucking water barrier and down the front of the car in.
I wish he was on Twitch right now. He popped in and was talking shit for a little bit. So it'd be funny if he would pop in and we could talk some shit to him.
That's the man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a sweetheart. I wish he was easy to get a hold of. That's the one thing that I hate about, like, you meet these really cool people, right? And you click and you start getting close, and then it's like hard to like communicate because they're so busy. Their lives are so fucking hectic that like
super busy.
Oh, super busy. Yeah. Every now and then, you'll get like the response from like months ago and you're like, oh, we're already past that, But, yeah, it's crazy. When
I said the same thing to him like a few years back and he's like, man, don't even bother on social media. Like if I talk to him, I'll text him. Right. I have his number, not flexing, but it's just an example of that's how busy that dude is. Like, as if you would, like, I've seen his inbox before on Instagram and you'd be blown away. You're just like, dude, I feel bad with my inbox. I try to reply to everyone to be the best role model as I can. That's on another level of what he does. Like,
No, I couldn't imagine. Honestly, it's funny because like you have to, if you really want somebody to like, oh, James is flickering. So like just recently, I don't know if you saw my story. I posted that Jake from New School Vinyl and Limiter found this video that looked like Jimmy Oaks, so I had to post it. Yeah, and I was dying. I was just dying laughing, and I needed him to see it. You know what I mean? Because like the doppelganger stuff we talked about in the last episode is just super fucking funny to me. But I had to text him because when you tag them, like they have millions of tags. I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like if you don't actually say, hey, you got to go look at your shit, it's going to pass. Because I couldn't even imagine getting to that level of like, you just open your inbox and you're like, nope. You know what I mean? Like you can't even do anything with that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
It's a big part of like us representing in the way we do, I guess. Like you're a role model in person and on social media, but sometimes that's only the only way people can contact you, or at least even want to speak or ask questions, is on social media, because people live all around the world. It's just part of the gig, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Especially from them guys, they're like well known everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
internationally.
Like, we'd all love to be on that level where we could do what we love for drifting, especially in cars, as a job.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. It's very admirable. How do you guys have any? So, I mean, Hurt, Oaks, all them guys, and I've seen them go over to you guys a lot, and LZ's doing a bunch of stuff with you guys. Do you guys have any like Australian home base influencers now in the drift scene? Like, do you guys have any of those, or because it seems like a lot of them are from America, which is crazy. Like the only ones that I've ever saw was like, and I think he's New Zealand, we don't like him really. We talk a lot of shit on Samet, but like, you see that guy
changed here.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, let's hear. What do you think about that guy?
No, we can't get into it.
Then you can't.
We can't. We have gotten into it, so why?
Yeah, we have. I don't want to put anybody on the spot.
I'm far from a fan. If you think of like an Aussie, if you're talking about like Aussie influencers like that, Alexi is the man.
Alexi's awesome.
Alexi's the man, the nicest dude.
Yep.
And like humble as, and I think he really shows what he does and loves in Japan and the culture and stuff way better than that pink head.
Pink head.
Anyway.
No, I mean, honestly, you're not wrong. Yeah. And Alexi will get back to he's one of the very few that like he talks to as many people as he can, and he's very genuine. I've had really good talks with him and didn't even expect anything back. You know what I mean? Like, he just messaged something because something was topical on what was going on with like what we're doing, and he'll just in maybe a couple days later respond and just very genuine. Yeah, I support that guy.
In Japan, we were with him a few times at a few different events we were at. Man, even like S Chassis Festival, when I organized it and promoted it, I was like, oh, Alexi's calling. Answer. I was like, yo, what's up, dude? And he's like, hey, can I come to that event that you're running? I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, you don't even have to ask. I was like, you want to drive? We'll organize your car.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I bring a friend? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. And then he like flicks on FaceTime. He's with Kawasaki, as in like D1 magazine.
Yeah.
Editor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. I love that connection. It's like,
crazy,
by the way,
Yeah. Like we met him Kawasaki didn't come. But then I met him at Halfway Hangs. Not Halfway Hangs, Matsuri, because he's good friends of Hodges. And like we had him, I don't know if he's posted the video yet, but we had him like in and out of our cars, like chasing each other around. Like the footage should be pretty good. He's such a good dude.
Didn't he end up like getting heat stroke or something?
That was at 1J festival, 1J meeting last year. Bro, it was that hot. I was gonna pass out, so he was fucked.
Jeez. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, Alexi seems really cool.
Aussie influencer wise, he's the man in my eyes, anyway.
Yeah, but no others. You don't got really any other big social media stuff going on. Not really. Maybe into other genres, but not like car stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's other stuff. Like actually, you guys would have heard of Mighty Car Mods.
Oh yeah. Yes.
They're hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yep.
They're huge over here, but they don't really modify. Like I can appreciate their videos and they see they are funny dudes, but they don't modify cars the way I like cars. You know what I mean?
No, sure. Yeah,
it's a completely different genre.
They do a great job of like teaching people, but like that's why they get really good views. Like, let's go to Japan. Yeah. We'll drive a car around, import it. This is how easy it is.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alexi is a goat. A man who just truly loves drifting, wants to share with everyone. 1,000%.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I was just curious because honestly, it was funny. The other day I was thinking of like people that are influencers, and I was like, a lot of the bigger drifting influencers lately have been from America. And you know what I mean? That I've been seeing going over. But we, of course, that's what we see. But I wanted to start, I like to follow some of, the different areas, influencer or whatever, to see the different ways of life, to see the different things. That's why I love Alexi, because you get that scope into his lifestyle and Japan that you wouldn't get from anybody else. Or, well, you could, but you don't want to because his pink hair is just so distracting. But, and his bad choices. So yeah, it's just like I'm just curious if there was any like bigger Aussie. Oh yeah, the Keep It Reet guys. Where are they from?
They're from Melbourne, so like that's like 20 hours from where I live. They're
Okay.
Fuck you, James. They are. That's true. Like Jason and that are.
I forgot because
they're in America now doing that stuff.
He is.
I don't really follow what they do. It's the same again. Like I follow people I follow people for like their car styling and what they're doing because I find it interesting. No offense to them guys.
No,
I've drove an event. Like Jason invited me to drive an event there 2 years ago. But they seem like they're doing big things. So
right.
But I don't know. I would always say Alexi over everybody else. He's in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, it's.
Like it was cool to talk to Alexi in Japan because now he's YouTube and social media full time now. So he quit his job. Told his wife that do this for 2 years. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He can go back to his other job. So I really want to see him excel because he's some dude who certainly deserves it.
Yeah,
he's so humble. Yeah. At least that's what he comes across.
100%.
And super genuine, which is cool. And he's like a real nerd, which is hilarious. Right. Like he's super nerdy about like certain things. Like you never would expect, but like he'll say something about like an anime and like he knows shit, and it's crazy.
Yeah, he's sitting there talking shit, but he's jerking off to that same fucking anime stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's lying. He's definitely fucking wanking the shit out of it, Like I don't know why these girls are so, popular on these cars, and then he's like, I know, you know what I mean? Like I'll fucking show you.
As far as I know, that's personally that I can think of as Alexi. That's I think because I follow him and he's a friend. But other people would have different opinions on why they follow other people in drifting or motorsport. They might think they're bigger. I'll preach to people I want to preach, yo.
Yep. Yeah, it is really weird. Like so I was curious about that because like influencer stuff to us is kind of funny. Like I don't think we really care. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
People do.
Some people really care. We kind of make fun of those people in a way because like we do pick a lot of fun on Adam LZ's fan base because they're like
easy. James loves Adam LZ. Relax.
It's true, and we like to fuck with it because it I don't know how it is over here, but in America it's very cringe. Like the followings and stuff are like and you get. I mean they're awesome people when you meet them. You know what I mean? They're just normal drifters, but there's such like this obsession. The Americans obsess over certain people, and it's very disgusting. Like they just get so weird.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's the people who are in the eyes of, because like you think about anything you do these days, people don't watch normal TV. People don't just jump on their phone to make a phone call. They're living their life off what they see on this.
Yeah.
So like that's all. If you're following one person, that's what you're only going to see, and your phone knows it's going to see. You know how it works that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just different, eh? It's like let's go. Like it's different these days. Where you can make a living off not being a competitive person. Like you don't need to be a professional supercross rider. You can go and do this for fun. Yep. Like what we do it for fun. Yeah. Like a car looks sick. That's potentially somebody's job. Like that people might want to do. It's different these days. But I don't know. I guess they're just lucky. I guess like they're the people that are buying the stickers, buying the parts, buying all this to support them to grow bigger. So then they're only viewed in that.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
super big LZ guy.
LZ motherfucker.
Adam's a good dude. He's never done nothing wrong to me. Plus, he let me drive his event last year, but even though that was more of an invite from Drift Games because the boys are legends.
Yeah, it's funny. We like to poke fun. All we really poke fun is at their followings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so
they are cool people. It's their fans that are kind of weird.
It's their fans,
and we just want to be where they're at. So
it's great too because like we like to poke fun, but like we also would love those lifestyles. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking exactly.
Today I'm gonna go and build it. Like that's why I like Jimmy's. I follow Jim. Jimmy's the man for one.
He's a good dude.
I like super knowledgeable guy, and all the dudes that work for him are legends. Like I love like their little family thing. Plus I've been with Jimmy at many events and with Steph even before they had the baby. I think you really make the connection with them after watching someone for so long on the internet and then becoming friends, you really feel like you've known them like your whole life.
Yeah.
So I think that's why
weird.
You ever think about how that's going to be like what it's like for us when we come over there to see you?
Sure.
I hope we all have
We've been
boners.
watching you.
Come on over. Let's go.
Coming over, gonna fucking snort a blue chew and hang out with my boy.
Yeah, dog.
Wait a minute.
That's funny.
Just gonna get real wild.
We didn't get that sponsor yet. Hold on, James. I don't know if Blue Chew's in Australia. We gotta find out.
Damn.
But no, yeah, it's
I don't know what you're talking about. So
it's about to be.
It's a boner pill.
It's a sex pill.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're here.
Oh yeah, but great.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's just funny. I'd love to hear the differences and I don't know. I think it's really cool that these influencers are like doing a whole bunch of cool shit, but in the same sense, the way that they present some of the stuff is very cringe to me, and I like to support like you said, I like to support the ones that are real. So there's a select few. I'm happy for them all to do their thing, but there's definitely like the real people that you meet. Jimmy's definitely one of them. You know, he's a friend of ours.
Grant's the man as well.
Grant's a really there's a lot of really good ones, and honestly, they're all probably great people. But I was just curious too, like the influencers, if there's bigger influencers over there, because I know like in the chat, of course, people are talking about Luke Fink, but I don't even see him as being, because he defected over to America now to hang out with all those other boys, so he's not Australian anymore. No, but you know, I was just curious if there's ones that we didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's this guy and this guy, because to us, it's like, I don't know.
If there's somebody I could watch from over there to like check out, that would be sick. But you know, it doesn't sound like it really.
It doesn't really sound like it. Yeah.
No, it's not really a thing because it's way harder for us to get reach as well on that kind of level.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like you guys are huge. Like California, Australia fits inside California population wise.
That's so crazy.
It's small as.
Yeah.
But no, not like there probably is as far as I know. I just. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest,
How do people take, like, so like when LZ was over there for the stuff, does he have a crazy fan base there too? And are they really? Okay, that's
crazy, man. Like his merch booth every day we're at LZ World Tour, the biggest line of people you've ever seen.
Yeah. Wow.
Like even put it this way, when we were at LZ Festival, so that when they did the very first one, we got invited over by Dave and the Drift Game guys. I went over with Alex and Saul from Low Origin. They ran out of merch one night. We were at the pub with like all the drivers. Yeah. And we were talking to James, which is Adam's manager. And he had to go take a phone call, comes back, and I was like, "You all good?" He said, "Yeah, all good." We ran out of merch, so we just put one of Adam's workers on the plane with a heap of merch to fly over here. So I'm here in the morning.
What the fuck?
Like that is fucking mental, bro.
Right.
I'm lucky. I like if I could be bothered, I'll take like 10 shirts to the track and not even sell them.
Right.
Like, have a shirt.
Right.
But yeah, his following, especially for when we went down, was huge because that's probably the biggest crowd-based event we've had apart from like we have World Time Attack in Sydney. So that's huge as well. So but yeah, huge following in Australia. Every time he comes over.
That's wild. Yeah, I figured as much because it seems like he's just super, like just international right now. Like the Canada events are like insane. Like Rich was telling me there was just when he went and drove with him up in Canada, there was like too many people. You know what I mean? There's just like people fucking everywhere.
He's literally a global name.
He's global.
Global name. Sure. Yeah. And especially now that he's teamed up with another really good set of deserving dudes like Dave and the Drift Games boys, Adam and Josh and Blaine and all them guys. Man, that's a power team. Like Dave runs Drift Masters. Let's put Adam's big business brain and brand with another big brand. Bam. Like magic.
Yeah. The Drift Game stuff to us is, and the Drift Masters from, you know, that's not our local style stuff either, but we absolutely love it. We think it's super cool.
I was watching it this morning.
Yeah.
Me too. News this weekend.
Yep. And the cool part is as well, like I'm not into competition stuff, but I'll watch it because there's people that I've created friends with. Like I don't watch Formula Drift, but I've talked to Rich for so many years, but I'd watch him drive an FDJ2 or whatever it is.
Yep. It's weird how you get those connections and that'll pull you into something you're not really into. I do the same thing.
And what it all relates back to is fucking networking.
Yeah.
My friend does this. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
Like
I'll support this. Yep.
100%.
No, that's super cool. Yeah, the Drift Games guys, I never met them, but I've heard nothing but really good things. Yeah.
100%.
Such a crazy.
More highly of them guys.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
I fella crying with what happened to him at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And then to see, I messaged Adam from Drift Games yesterday. It's good to see a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Coming back and buying these cars, like, had the worst thing possible happen, like to a car guy, especially, and all the stuff they've lost.
No.
So to see them like coming back, and now they've got cars, they've been modifying cars, and they can still, they're good dudes. When so many massive companies from around the world said, "Fuck, we need to help these guys," Larry Chen, and Canon, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
You're doing something right, or you've done something right to the community or motorsport. When all these people from all around the world wanted to give you support back.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely showed. And honestly, like we talked about it before, but the way that they were telling people not to put money together for them and stuff like that, they want to do it themselves. I was just like, I don't know, my heart was just, I was like, fuck, these guys seem like the realest of real. Like,
no, they are, for sure.
No, that's super cool.
And they're the same people in real life as they are behind social media.
That's cool.
There's nothing different. They're not putting on an act. Right. Like how they talk is how they talk. Obviously, they'll
perk up a little bit,
tone back like the swear words and stuff, like YouTube and that. But literally, it's just like us talking. They're just normal guys.
Yeah.
Like cars.
Yeah. No, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And they seem really cool. And talking to, I know they're not Australian, but like I know you're friends with them. But the Low Origin boys have always been. They're like influences of ours. You know what I mean? From from that side of the world, and they've seemed super nice.
Dude, I was like James. I was a fanboy of Alex for a long time, and then when we went to Next Level, he messaged me saying, "G'day, cunt. Want to hang out?" And I was holy fuck, Alex Law wants to hang out with me, dude. I've been good friends with them for years now. Like they've been here, stayed at my house. I've stayed at their house. I've been to Saul's house. I've been to heaps of events with them guys overseas now. Or I talk to them at fucking dickheads every day.
Yeah. No,
they're the best dudes. They're super funny.
Yeah.
Alex is a fucking idiot, and so is Saul. In the best way possible.
Yep.
That's the best kind of idiot.
They're like their filmer. Jono, he's a legend too. He used to be one of the cameramen off Top Gear.
Oh no shit. That's really cool. Yeah.
All the social media stuff. So like all the stuff you'd see on the computer.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's sick. We got a question in the we got a question in the chat from another insanely low fucking car. I don't know if you know Relax Amigo, Juan Low.
Maybe.
And you probably did. It's literally one of the lowest cars
in the US.
In the US for sure.
Okay, dang. What a badass.
Yeah, no, and he drifts it. This is the best part. Like, we love James.
Is it a black 180?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I know the fucking car.
Yeah, he did a really good job. But so he's asking when did that start? Like the super like wild builds.
I don't know, because like out of when I come into drifting, that was the thing. Like everyone's car was railed. Like that was
right.
Like Julian Jacobs and all them guys had set the path in America, and then I think like it was like the thing to. I don't know. It was like, to be fair, I have no idea because I come into it way later. So as far as I know, when I come into it, it's always been there. But then people always step away because, like, I don't know what they call it, like Mayhan style Kansai is the thing these days. So people kind of follow that path, and there isn't that many. There's still a lot, I guess, of slammed boys around. But yeah, when I come into drifting, which was 8.5 years ago, it was already a thing. So I'm not too sure, to be honest. That's a good question, but. And your car's fucking sick, by the way.
Yeah, he's like he's not local, but
okay. I see it when you guys were at, I don't know what round of final bout it was. I think it was there.
Yep.
Parked up on the side of the track. Hurt was doing like a live streams, and Jimmy was there too, I think. It might have been that round that they won. Yeah.
That was final bout main last year.
Yep.
I know that car. Whatever. What's his name?
Juan.
Yeah.
Juan. You're the man, Juan.
Yeah, he's one. He's one that's just like, all the tricks of the trade to get it as low as possible, but to drive it as hard as possible. And that was like he's very inspiring because like he's doing fucking like the same flicks that like a Mahon car is doing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it was so sick. Like I seen him.
Yeah.
He's a good driver, a very, very good driver.
I love that shit. I love that. I try to preach that to people, and with like how you can fucking drive a slam car like that.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people get that.
If you talk to, like, I've seen a video of Nakamura with like, there's someone asked him how high, why is the front of the car so high? And he's like, I'm just over braking bumpers. Like he hasn't, like, I wish that was his only excuse for it to not, like if it handles better or whatever, but he was just like, I'm fucking over driving slam cars and fixing bumpers because he paints them. I would be too.
Yeah. And he drives that, like, we always call it the Nakamura line, where he just goes off track to get into somebody's, like, fucking door. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care. Like, everybody, I love that because in America, it's almost like a little bit of a problem right now with some of these drifters coming up because they think that Nakamura is law. Like, he's the god. You got to follow everything that this dude's doing. And it's like, dude, you don't have to. You can be yourself and drive however you want and still do the cool shit. But like they're like, he's the best drifter in the world. And arguably he's insanely good. But if 100%. You watch his lines and stuff, it's just because he's aggressive. So it's exciting. You know what I mean? Like he's cutting the track and like, you know, doing some sketchy shit just to make sure that he drives super hard, which is rad. But dude, there's like kids over here that like they just follow every single thing that he does. They try to mimic the paint schemes. And I'm like, I just wish more people had like their own, you know, style and their own brain and just did some shit.
Because even like, I love that someone shared it to me a couple of weeks back. It was just after Dory Door. So his pro car is now low. It's not low, but if you look at the pictures of his cars now, it's actually even like level. The front fitment's way better. So if the world is watching right now, you can lower your cars because fucking
that's what I'm saying. That's what they're just waiting for. They're waiting for like if Animal Style and Front Street went low again, everybody would go low again. I'm like, just stop. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be low, be low.
I think the hard part is I think I only really noticed Front Street when Jimmy jumped on. But that sounds weird. But that I always wondered if their cars were low boys back in the day or something like that. Because all of a sudden, it was weird to me. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? That's pretty cool. I knew who Jeff Jones, not Jeff Jones. What's their Stoneback? I knew Stoneback from like his Mark II videos and stuff of him rolling over the bridge and slammed out.
Yep.
Yeah. They just kind of like popped in and I was like, that's pretty cool. Their cars are sweet.
Yeah.
So did you ever see Front Street like 7 years ago?
No. Nah, I didn't even know it was a thing.
You should like scroll back a little bit because their cars used to be cool. Like for me, you said 8.5 years ago. No, they're cool, but they used to be low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just they influenced on the Japanese part of it a lot.
Yeah. They used to look
8.5 years ago. 8.5 years ago, whatever was when you started drifting. So that would have been around the same time I was starting to get into it too. And Front Street at that time was, you know, low cars, like cool, like street style stuff.
Sick.
And was kind of like an original inspiration for me as far as American drifting goes.
Dude, I can even remember back before then, like Final Bout and Team Proceed weren't a thing. And they used to post Vimeo videos.
Yeah.
I remember what they used to be called. They had a name and it was real cool. And then they kind of did the Proceed thing and stuff like that. I'll try and find it. I'll send you the link. You'll be like, holy fuck, Ilya looks like he's about 13 and a half.
their stuff for me was,
and stuff,
their street stuff. And mainly I was watching Risky Devil stuff, the Risky Devil street stuff.
Yeah, dude. AJ and Dana and the boys, gangsters.
Super inspiring, really cool street stuff. That's where I think
they're legends. They're really good dudes. I talk to them guys a lot too.
Yeah, that shit was cool. So let's dive in. Speaking of low stuff, and Front Street's honestly though, Front Street has been, they're like our East Coast like kind of homies, like turned into our rivals now, which is funny. It's like a fun dumb thing. Yeah, we do that. Same thing with like the Hayes boys, you know what I mean? Because they're like friends of ours, so of course we got to be like, fuck you guys, you know what I mean? Yep. So But no, yeah, Front Street stuff they're really good dudes, and Jimmy's like bringing a lot of attention to the Front Street stuff, which is cool because it is deserving. They've been driving for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
So like it's definitely
I fucking love that shit. Good dudes who deserve the limelight means that's everything.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Good dude, especially the people who like that aren't out chasing it. Like I never was.
Yes.
It just happened. Like it just literally I went to one event, got invited to all this stuff, and I'm not doing anything different to what I would do if I didn't have a following. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about about the following. It was never I'm going to go do this because I know I'll get photos or I need to do a post for this and I'll tag these guys because they'll share it.
Yeah.
Just be you. That's the main thing. The people who are just being them, having cool cars, having fun with their friends, and get the limelight. Man, I'm all for that. That's well deserved in my eyes.
Yep. And that's honestly that's how I feel Front Street is doing,
Cool.
and I'm stoked for them for that. You know what I mean? Because they are deserving. They'd never done anything to be like, we need attention. It was like, hey, let's go fucking drive hard. So that's what, And they, although sadly, I did just see today, Josh had a pretty bad crash at Appalachia, and Tom did blow up his motor after driving all the way out there. So sorry, boys, but they'll be back. They'll be back. They're depleting SRs for us one at a time. So
we all know they had no pussyfoot around either. So their boys would have been thrashing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to dive into your car itself, because I know people, they're going to watch this or they're going to want to listen to this and hear some of your setup stuff. So specifically. It looks like this is going to be awesome, because this is the kind of stuff that, like, we had Juan on, and he literally is cutting things and spacing things and doing all this crazy shit, which is awesome. But you are also fucking hammered, so it's neat to see the completely different. And I watch you drive. You're not holding back. You're driving as hard as you can. You're trying to show up the guys that are fucking 4x4 in it on the track, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And showing the world that you can still, if you want that look, you can do it. So it's achievable.
100%.
So let's talk about, when did you first, so you bought the S chassis. Did it go to the fucking ground right away or not?
I drove it how it was. It was painted with a house, like a paint roller on top. The bottom was like some shitty paint. I drove it. I took it to track twice, and I was like, this is some shit. So pulled it down, put a turbo motor in. I painted it with like violet crumble, purple flake, and I put silver grenades on it. It was still a good height, but not as low as it is now.
Okay.
And then just literally over time, just started doing this.
Yes.
Which is the right way to do it. Well, it's what I like to do anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, just literally, you guys are the same. You would have got your car started here, and then progression, better driving, better car styling, going to make it better, going to drive harder. It's just a progression of pushing yourself and making your car sick. I love that shit.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's only got better and better over time. But in saying that, I haven't really changed anything. It's the same motor. Yeah. I only did knuckles in 2020. Like I always just ran stock knuckles.
Right.
The back of the car is the same diff, half shafts. It's got no arms in the back, so like it's all stock.
Fuck
It just I don't like pulling the car apart, because if I pull it apart, it means I can't fucking drive it.
And you're still stock quarters, right? Stock metal.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Stock body. Yep. Front and back.
No, that's super cool.
Yep.
So what suspension, like what do you run in coil wise and spring rates and stuff? I'm sure people are curious if you remember.
I get asked that every day of my life.
I'm sure. What's your specs, bro?
Front, my spring rate in the front, they're just D-Max coilovers.
Okay.
They're not even, I think they're not even base adjustable, so I wound the springs down as far as they could go for it to be low.
Hell yeah.
You can do that. Nakamura, you don't have to listen to what Nakamura does. It still works. But yeah, D-Max front coilovers, 16 kilo front, 14 kilo front spring.
Okay.
And in the back, they're CSTs, is in like the wheel brand from back in the day. They're a 10. Only because I literally just copied what Alex does from Low Origin. So you want to have small front tire, good caster for clearance, but you want enough tire up in the guard so the sidewall of the tire slides along the guard if you're on it. Because if you touch the top of your tire, that's how you crinkle guards.
Right.
I literally just copied what he does, and I've had the same front guards on that car ever since I've been driving. Like I've never munched a guard.
That's impressive. That's
that
really
impressive. It looks
That's
like
right,
you would have went through
are...
a lot.
Yeah, it went rubs on it the whole time, but that's sweet. I'm fine with that. Yes,
neat.
Small, good size front tire.
Those are mine too, and Juan's actually also 1410.
Perfect. And like and apart from that, suspension wise, in the back it has a sway bar and coilovers. In the front, I did when COVID was a thing. So like mid 2020, I did Destroy or Die. Dan Price, you know who he is, Chad.
Yep.
Been MX5 dude.
Yep.
Dan Price, a homie of mine. So he did a prototype kit that me and the Low Origin boys run. So it's like drop knuckle. It's got like a billet cross member that's raised up, so your sump is like super high, so you're not going to drag it on the ground. Like my cross member hits anything before the sump, and yeah, that's about it. Suspension wise, is super simple.
Yeah, and same axles and stuff too. That's crazy.
Yep, same. Yep. I've got the same diff and axles in that car since I brought it.
Yeah. That's one of those things over here. I feel like everybody tries to go low, and then they're just blowing apart half shafts. Like,
sure. People try going low, but keep the wheels straight.
Yep.
I run 5.6 degrees of camber in the back of my car because I can't move it because it's all stock arms.
Yeah. Wow. That's super cool. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
But then people are like, that's terrible. You can't keep up with anyone. You're going to, like, I use 3/4 of a tire. That's fine because I run the tires on 12 PSI hot, so I got some grip.
Oh my god!
Like,
nice.
Even going to the LZ World Tour and keeping up with everybody, everyone was like, "What the fuck? How?"
Right.
It's got this. My camber nearly matches the front of the car, so it looks like a stance car driving down the road.
Right.
That's so fucking rad, though, that you can still like be on people.
Yeah.
With, tilty wheels.
Sure. Yep. But like, it just goes to show, like, this drive it. You don't need to do all that stuff. Like, the car looks super flashy, don't get me wrong, but underneath it's not.
That's how my Miata is. There's nothing special about it. Everybody always asks me what's done. It has cut knuckles and coilovers. That is it.
For sure.
Like, and it doesn't break. Like your car, it just doesn't break. Like there's nothing there to break because it just keeps running, And I think that's kind of the secret sauce.
There's nothing to adjust. So you can't really be like, oh, my alignment's fucked. What's it going to be at like 2 mil because there's no adjustment in any of their arms or anything.
Yeah,
I just drive it. Halfway hangs 10. The LCA bushes fell out. And I was like, oh, I can't fix it in the middle of nowhere, so I'm just going to run it. So the wheel was literally jamming into the guard.
Oh, man.
Just drive.
Yeah. No, that's very, very cool to hear. Because I was just, it's everybody does either a lot of shit or not a lot of shit, it seems. And that's really cool to hear that, like, you had that success for that long too, because you've been driving it for a really long time, and that you've never really
same motor for 8 years.
Yeah. No, that's super. Very, very, like Juan said, very fascinating.
Sure.
Yeah, because like and honestly, I'll send you. I don't know if you've ever seen his blog, but I should send you his blog with his build thread and stuff.
Yeah.
It is insane.
I've heard I think Jimmy was talking about it in a video, and he goes past that car, and he was talking about how I think the rails were cut and strut rail was raised and all this stuff.
He's a master craftsman. Like, it's beautiful. The stuff that he did. But it's so cool because you have, Juan's doing that and he's achieving the lowness and whatever. And then you're doing stock everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's super cool. It's super neat. Now, granted, different size wheels and everything change a lot. Yeah. The big body kits and stuff change a lot, when we're doing that. But it's definitely cool.
Yeah, just the wheels. I just literally make sure the wheels fit good, and then the rest just drive it.
Yeah.
And like, they're even the same thing. It's like I was saying with the progression thing. Like, you learn stuff over the years of driving with people, like start close, finish close. When you same with, like, these are all from some of the Gravy boys who drive so close to everyone. That's how I've learned a lot of stuff off them. Like, when you transition, when you think you're close, you're not. You've still got 500 mil in front of your bumper. Yep. So that's when you got to get. It's just mind games of that stuff. So like, once I don't know. That's just all the stuff that's worked for me. So even like at LZ World Tour, Shockworks is like a big Australian coilover brand. I had the car jacked up, and Shockworks and Mad Mike come over, and they were like looking at my suspension. They're like, "Dude, what? This doesn't make sense." Yeah.
They're thinking they're going to see everything. Like just
everything's on the outside and the interior and the engine bay. Underneath, even Shockworks are like, "Man, you don't have like a I can't remember. Oh, bump stop." He's like, "You got no bump stops in your coilovers." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, do you want me to put some fresh ones in?" He's like, "We'll put some fresh ones in for you. We'll set it up." And I was like, "No, don't touch it." I was like, "I appreciate it, but if I change it, it might not drive the same." I didn't leave it how it is. It works sweet.
That's so funny.
That was cool. Yeah. Everywhere I go, people say that. They're like, "Oh, what are you running for this? What are you running for that?" You stock.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's sick.
I love to hear it.
If you do want to see like a full rundown of like the car jacked up and wheels off and stuff, we did a video with the Low Origin boys when they come. And there's like we do a full breakdown of my car, and you get to see all that stuff. Because even they're the same. They were like, "This is actually fucked." Because they have like they're sponsored by Driftworks. They got Driftworks everything.
Right.
I've got Driftworks caster arms in the front, and that's about it. That's the only adjustable arm I've got in the whole car.
Yeah. Honestly, that's super cool to hear. It's just something different. And I think I did. If anybody's listening, in the description, I did tag. Is it on your YouTube channel?
It's on the Low Origin boys YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I tagged. I put your like YouTube stuff so that people can click and check it out. Oh, it's fine. We all are. Don't worry.
I used to be fully into it like 8 years ago. I started, and then I just had like the biggest hiatus, and I was like, well, I kind of fucked that up because I'm sure the memories that would have been on YouTube from all the trips would have been thick to see. But anyway, here we are.
Yeah. No, that's fucking crazy. Did so the Low Origin boys alignment spec wise, did they help you? Like, did you guys kind of run the same specs? Okay. Yeah.
With it was kind of different with when I did the knuckles, because we all run the same knuckles and LCAs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where to start. I don't know. I didn't know anything about caster or anything like that, because I was like, as long as it points straight, we're good. Right. So we started the front end. The front end is 2 mil toe each side, 8 caster, 8 camber.
Okay.
And then because I wanted to start that as a base for steering, but then change it, and then I've never changed it. Just drive it like that, because it drives like you can be lazy with it.
Okay.
You can just just let it drive itself. If you really want to give it a big flick, it does it as well. So that's a pretty good in between. So I just always left it.
Nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that and then in the back is no, exactly. And then in the
Mm-hmm.
back, it's just wherever it can be straight. You can't really change it.
Yeah.
So 5.6 degrees of camber. Then by the time it squats, it'd probably be 6 degrees in the back. It's nothing crazy. Literally, people would be like, "That's dumb. You're only going to use a quarter of a tire." But with that spring rate and a good sway bar and low tire pressures, hot, like 12 to 15 psi hot, it's fine.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, I've seen you driven with like all sorts of like some crazy cars. Like you were with Mad Mike, in some shit.
Yeah,
so you're like, that's really cool. So what? And motor set. Oh, actually, James, I was going to ask James. James, do you have any questions?
I'm curious. Like you're talking 12 to 15 psi hot. Like even on the rears, rears or fronts.
So the fronts always run about 25 psi.
Okay.
And then in the back, what I'll do is I'll do a lap with my rear tires on them, like 30. I'll do a lap, and then I'll come in. I always do this for peace of mind. I'll come in, I'll check if the car's got any leaks or anything like that. And then what I'll do is I'll drop the tire pressures down to 12 or 15 psi, and then have a drink of water. And by the time you've done all that, your tire's got a heat cycle through it. So then it lasts even longer. So with how much camber I run as well, that really helps with tire lasting. So that's always, I've been doing that the same way forever. And because of the camber, that's the only way you can get some tire life.
Like, do you have any DB issues? Like,
never
running? No,
never popped the tire.
Interesting.
Yeah, James has a lot of DB issues.
No, I have zero DB issues.
I thought you had a bunch.
Because he doesn't run. Like I have some wheels that leak, but it's me.
Oh, that's it. No, that's
like shit or something.
That's it.
Or
You're
old mounting tires like an asshole.
Yes. Yeah.
But like I have big flat lip stuff, and my experience with non 3-piece flat lip stuff, like a normal monoblock running low pressures like that, is you're more prone to debeating.
Okay. Yeah, no, I run I suppose it depends on tire size as well. Yeah. But I run a 235 40 18 on the back. That's the biggest I can fit in the guard as well.
Or what are they? A 10 wide?
Nah, 9.5. So 18, 9.5 plus 12 all round.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not going to debeat that.
No, exactly. 225 40 front tire for fitment and clearance. And then on the back is just whatever cheap radials are around at the time. 235 40 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't fit any bigger.
Yeah,
because I don't have any arms or any guards. I don't have over fenders. So.
Yeah. What tire do you like in the front? Just out of curiosity, what brand?
Nexon.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but a really good radial, not a semi-slick.
Right.
Because a radial always has better. Like the top of a semi is pretty flat, and it's got really hard sidewalls.
Yeah.
That's terrible for fitment. So I've always just copied like what Alex did. Small tire, radial, but get a good radial so you have good grip as well.
Yeah, nice.
Fitment wise as well. That's the main thing. That's the only reason I really run a good radial on the front is for fitment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love to talk to. I mean, and I guess we've had Juan on and we talked to a decent amount of people, and we know a decent amount of people that like will sacrifice everything to be able to do the stylistic things to make their car look the way that they want to look, regardless of the battles you might have to fight out there. And I think it's very admirable. And a lot of people talk so much shit on style cars and they want you just to be like functional. And it's like, I love having guys like you and like Juan on where you're doing the same shit. You know what I mean? You're drifting all the time. You're driving just as hard and you didn't sacrifice your style. Like you stayed true to yourself. You saw something that you really wanted and you're like, this is what I'm going to do no matter what. So it's very fucking cool.
Same with that's the influence that I had, like that people gave me from the style that I like my car to be at. Like all them guys, even though like Kenzai or the mate, I don't know what the fuck that style is, Mahan or Osaka or whatever that style is.
4x4. I
can appreciate it because I like it, but I will pick a slammed car over a high car any day.
Yeah.
All cars look better lowered.
They do. Yeah, I literally just saw a Dodge Neon SRT the other day, and I was like, why does that look good? And it was lowered. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, good for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So besides suspension stuff, what's motor stuff going
on? Just SR20 I got from Japan. I brought a front cut from Japan.
Okay.
Long time ago when they were cheap too. It was only $2,500.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Tomei. It's been the same engine setup literally since I pulled the NA motor out after 2 drift events. So Tomei 260 cams, Tomei valve springs, Tomei rocker stoppers, Nido head gasket and head studs and stock bottom end.
Okay. And
so basic as shit.
Yeah. Any management? Like what do you run management wise or
Power FC?
Ah, there you go. Wow.
Yep. Still the Power FC.
Yeah.
I really want to upgrade it because I would really like some safety parameters because like obviously the only safety parameter you got with a Power FC is it'll turn off when you've thrown a rod out the side of the block. But yeah, no, super simple. It's got a HKS 3037 turbo.
Okay.
Solutions manifold. I think it's like a New Zealand. They don't make them anymore.
Okay.
E85, 1000cc injectors, a fuel pressure reg, and 1 fuel pump. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Super simple.
Yeah, and it's giving you like no problems, right?
Yep. Been the same motor. I did a head gasket. I've done 2 gearboxes and 2 power steering pumps in 8.5 years.
Okay. What gearboxes are you running?
Now I run Z32.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. If you guys ever heard of Nigel Petrie, like Engineered to Slide, he's like a fabricator in Australia. He's massive over here. He built like a Hilux drift car with like a crazy roll cage and stuff like that. He's like the fabricator daddy over here. But I brought his setup out of one of his drift cars real cheap. Because the 20, I used to run an SR box, and then the second one I put an RB20 box in, so you can run it as long as you swap your SR20 bell housing over.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, it's time to do an upgrade.
Yeah, the R32. I mean, the 32 gearbox seems to be like a big upgrade apparently.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, mine's Z32, so out of a 300 ZX.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. I just forget what they are because that's what Rich has, I believe. He's got the
I don't think he's switched yet, but I think he's still Z32.
Yeah.
Such a good upgrade. And like my car only makes 327 horsepower on 15 PSI, so the gearbox is overkill. I'll shoot a clutch before I shoot a gearbox.
That's nice. Yeah. No shit. And this is I'm just very curious. It seems like you're S chassis for life. Like you love that's like your fucking car. But if there was no S chassis, what would be the next chassis you'd jump into?
Fuck, no, that's a good question. I don't know. There's like other stuff that I would. You'd probably just have to go to like what Chad wants to do, go to a Skyline.
Okay.
But ditch. What's this? I don't like the front end, the lock setup. It's a double wishbone. I'd put a McPherson straight in it any day. Just 13 front end in for sure.
Yeah, that's like the popular thing.
Yeah,
I thought so too until I got my Skyline, and then like it drove really okay.
Really?
So I mean, he drives. Think about it. James drives the 33 really good. But see, I wonder if that's just a feeling. You know what I mean? You might just prefer that. You know,
maybe I need to swap the 13.
Swap the S13.
It's a fucking double wishbone.
Wow.
I mean, that'd be different. You never fucking know. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but because I looked into it too with the 33, it's a little bit more difficult, I think, than the 32, or they don't make as much bolt in. I forget, but
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like E36s and E46s too. Like I'd have a BMW. Yeah, have you ever seen a good friend of mine in Poland? His name's Jacob, aka his Instagram is like Don Musk.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
BMWs. I would literally get his kit, copy his suspension set up, and then put like an SR in it or something like that. I don't know. I'm only thinking of the chassis that I know. There's a style that has been done for a long time. That's the recipe for making them sick.
Right. Yeah.
Like what Dad wants to do with Satsukawa's stuff. Like it's
certain
a recipe
cars out there. Yeah, they're just like you know this and this. You know your car's gonna look fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like there's no question about it. So
and they're in chassis that handle really good, like drive really well as well. Parts are readily available. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do either. But then I'm saying that I like these days, like it's pretty popular to get into, especially in Australia, like IS200s and IS300s are on the rise over here, and you can get six. I have mates with rad ones over here; they're sick. So, I don't know either. Yeah.
No shit. What is the what's kind of like? So when we go to our local tracks, it is a sea of BMWs, E36s mainly. We're starting to see 46s, a sea of 350Zs. And what's the new one that's starting to pop up that we were like, wait, this is getting like a little ridiculous. There's something else. I remember we were talking about it.
What is it? Like the FRS. There's quite a few.
They're starting, but it's still a lot of E36s. I think it's probably a lot of Corvettes now too. What do you guys have? So like your and I'm not gonna say
least favorite car on the planet.
The fucking Utes. The Holdens.
AU Falcons. It's a Ford Falcon.
Oh, mate.
You said,
Is it got a bear in it?
that model. I don't think that model does, but I can fully get why people get them, right? Like, you can get in them. They're a 4-liter. They're shit auto. They sound horrendous. They look like a cheeseburger. They're like round.
They look like a cheeseburger.
I can fully get why people get them because it's like a good... Not a good
seat time car.
It's a cheap way to get into the sport.
Yeah.
Like obviously when I started driving, you could pick up an NAS 13 for $3,000, $5,000, whatever. But people are, that's the car at the moment, especially over the last few years. That's really taken off. But it's a chassis that eventually you're going to outgrow that car and then get into something that we got anyway.
Right.
So they're everywhere.
I was going to ask. So that's
I can't do them. They're not my thing.
No, yeah.
Like in a full year, like I said, I can appreciate that's a cheap car to get into drifting, but
just the look of them, just everything.
They're not pretty.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Before. They're not. They kind of have a Crown Vic look to them, like an American Crown Vic.
That's funny. Like they just said that. I feel like it's the equivalent. To a Crown
what was going on in my mind too.
Yeah.
If you, Anyway.
It's a sore subject. We can tell.
I copped a lot of hate recently with my event that I'm running later in the year because I posted I didn't post it deliberately to cop the hate, but I just posted we got good news, we're going back. The track said we could have another event. I'm going to run it. It's the way I worded it, I guess, is how I didn't say it in my head that I was deliberately bagging them out, but I said all chassis except no Commodores and no Falcons, and it was fucking World War III in Australia.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious though how you said it, because I thought the same thing too. I'm like, dude, he's like, nah.
I said it in my head differently to how people must have read it, because I wrote like a positive post, and then that happened. Then it was death threats, fuck you, fuck Tye Jeff t-shirts, and I was just like, oh Lord.
Wait, can we find? I want a fuck Tye Jeff t-shirt?
Yeah, that would actually be sick.
I'm gonna get one for the drivers briefing in October, and just pull my hoodie off and be like, oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
At the end of the day, we only have 3 or 4 style-based events in Australia. That obviously you got to have. You're going to be you got to bring that style and appeal to what people want. Like 1J meeting, I don't complain that I can't drive because I don't have a fucking Jay-Z in my car.
Right.
Halfway hangers is the same. And then obviously what I'm doing is just because that's something that's influenced me over the years. But there's 900 drift events you can take whatever you want your car to.
Yep.
So if it's that big of a problem, just make your own event. Running events is hard work, let alone.
It's your vision, though. That's they don't understand that. It's your fucking event. Everybody wants a participation trophy or to be included in the world, and it's embarrassing. Like you said, one Jay-Z. If you don't have one, you're not sitting there crying. I have a friend, Oathbox, who did a thing with a couple other friends. It was called Black Dudes Drift. And there was people upset. You know what I mean? They didn't understand. They were upset. It's like, dude, let people do their thing. If you have an S chassis, specific event, or you have this, and it's of course the defense was there's no white dudes drift. It's yes, we have that all the fucking time. That's what all these events are. It's a celebration of, a specific thing. Yeah. I want to see more of it, to be honest. I want to see more 1J. We don't do that much in America. Yeah, niche, 8.6s, just only 8.6s, only S chassis, only this. I think it'd be really cool, and I'd love to go visit and support all of that.
100%.
Except for Z days. No 350Z.
We wouldn't go to that. No, we wouldn't. Unless we have headphones on. You know what I mean?
It's just called Trumpet Fest or something.
Yeah, Trumpet Fest. Yo, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because you might just inspire that. That's gonna be a thing now. Trumpet Fest sounds like a fucking event.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's happening. No, that'd be fucking funny. Yeah. Well, hey, at least they were just death threats. You're still here, so fuck them.
If you're gonna go to jail because I want to run my own event. Sure. Take a seat.
Yeah, those people need to stop.
And lower it while you're there. See, you're gonna cop hate no matter what. It's like if you go back, this is how I compare it. If you go back to when I didn't have a following, no one blinked a fucking eye. And these days, because I do, people will use that as an excuse against me. It's like, fuck, I'm not chasing it. It's just people like what I do. It's because you've changed, because you're like, you know what I mean? People, you would be no one without a following. I don't care. I'm still going to run my own drift event.
Right. Yeah.
I'd make sure you grab your spectator tickets, you little pussies. Anyway, it is what it is. You get hate. I'm fortunate enough not to cop the hate over for a long amount of time, but it just goes to show you just post one thing on the internet, he can fuck you.
Dude,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Now that I've posted the drivers list and all this stuff, I haven't heard a complaint yet.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll do really good too. That's awesome. It's fun. Yeah, coordinating events is neat because it's like people don't understand it's a really cool way to give back. You know what I mean? Like when you can coordinate event, like you feel really proud of what you're doing. And some people
but the event, once you're there, and all the boys are there,
right.
people you never even met, people know that myself and Steve, who I'm doing the event with, like people were like S Chassis Festival was like that track hasn't been drifted at in that long. I don't think social media was even a thing because you could probably find like 4 videos of any drifting on that track.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So now that we've blasted it everywhere around the world, people want to come. Like I had 176 entries.
That's sick. Yeah, that's
sick. Like after like people want to be a part of, like people want to drive that track for one, but then people with these badass cars, like and all different styles of cars, want to be a part of it. So it only goes to show it's only going to do good things. Plus, it helps inspire people to make their cars rad. Be like, oh God, I didn't get accepted. That's all right. But now I might make my car a little bit better. And next time I get a fly and the car's even sicker.
Yep.
That's the same like mentality that, Vibes has, like I know Damien has told me a lot of times, like, people that don't get in, ask what they need to do. And, they like just, some sort, like all one color is a start, like, all your panels, one color, you know what I mean? That's a start.
Yep.
And, just baby steps to get yourself there. But yeah, you're right. Something like that does inspire people, especially if they really want to get in and they don't get accepted. At least for me personally, that pushes me to be like, okay, well, now I got to do this, my car. I already wanted to, but now I have to,
if you want to be part. Some people go the opposite way though.
That's true.
But
some people are like, fuck you.
Something.
What?
When have you not been accepted to something? I feel like everyone's just like, I don't know, he's kind of dumb. We should invite him.
It's a pity accepted.
A pity accepted. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
That's fun.
I wish I could just mute James. Oh, wait.
Don't do it. Yeah, he goes, you can do it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Now we don't have to hear James. This is great. Oh, man. James, you want to say something? I can't hear you.
And James can hear us, but James, that's another reason I didn't want to give you that. If I would give him also the power, you guys would just be back and forth. It would be insane.
I would never abuse power like that.
Not even one time.
No, he's responsible. So I saw something today that was really cool, and it goes back to what Chad said. So we've had some teams that were applying for one of the events that I co-host up in Erie, and before they would not have gotten in, and they would ask little questions here and there, and then we allowed them to. We're giving them a chance to come up today, and I got to see the new cars in person, and I was like, fuck yeah, full flake. Like flaked out, beautiful paint, all aero, baller wheels. Like they're and that's what it's either the person's like, hey, I want to be part of this. Well, you're not up to that part, up to that point yet. And they go either, well, fuck you, and they get upset, or they're like, hey, I'm inspired. You know what? Why? And they start asking questions, and it can go either way, which is really cool.
Same with with Steve's in the trees when me and Steve were doing the drivers list. Because we wanted to be picky, but then I also wanted these guys to come. So there's about 6 or 7 people that I did message saying, hey man, for the event in October, I want all cars to be as presented as well as possible. Do you think you can tidy your stuff up? Going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Literally 3 of the dudes who I messaged, their cars are already resprayed and the best they've ever looked.
Right.
And then the other guys have a few events, and then there's a big gap, like a month or 2 apart, and then my event's on. Then the guys are like, yep, we'll be well presented as possible. So I've given them dudes the benefit of the doubt because I want them to be at the event. Cars, I know their cars are sick, but at the moment they're not.
Right.
They still are, but they're like, I want, like, Japan inspired me so much how, like, I think my car's sick, and then if I took it to Dory Door, it's definitely not on the level that them cars are. And that's the kind of event that I want to that I want to do is like the style of it. Like every car, I want everyone to be like, "Fuck, every car here is like a show car."
Right. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Like that's not even inspiring people, but you're giving people that little bit of push to say, hey, we're doing this really cool event. You can be a part of it too.
Right.
Here's your opportunity. You know what I mean? So, to people, the people that I message, it's to people that don't have that opportunity.
Right. Yep. Yeah. On the flip side, we've had some that we've given the opportunity and they have not presented, and now they're not invited back. You know what I mean? And that was a hard deal to do because they've been at some recent ones, but like the last one, there was some drama and stuff, and like their cars were not presentable. So we said, hey, sorry, like you know what I mean? Like you're not accepted this time. But also that I hope that they take that as this is why, because we definitely make sure we let them know why. And they're like, cool, maybe we should have painted all of our aero because you're putting on an event that is trying to promote that or, whatever. So
for sure.
Inspiration can be cool, but it can also be harsh. And hopefully those people don't get super offended. And if anything, they just take it as inspiration, not like we're putting them down. Because a lot of people turn and go, you're just an elitist or you're, you know what I mean? And it's like, I hate it, but it's because it's like,
how that works.
No, it's not how that they instantly go like you're gatekeeping or you're doing this. And it's like, dude, this is our event. You do not have to be a part of it.
I literally had this problem. I had this problem with Steez in the Trees when I posted about it. And I was like, there's a certain level as well. Like Ilya and Simba gave me some good feedback because I asked them about if they got hate for what they did and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, man. He's like, that we do, but if that's how you want to run your event, you stick to your guns. Mm-hmm. Like that's you don't feel like you need to soften down a little bit and do it a little bit different if that's not how you want the event to be. Just stick to your guns. Because he's like, look what we created. And I was like, oh, fuck, they're so right.
Yeah. So, it's hard because, like, as a person, you want everybody to enjoy it and see it. But, like, if you do that, it's not going to be your vision. It's going to be.
No, exactly.
Yep.
It's a softened down version of what I wanted to do to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, what can you do?
That's cool. Yeah. No shit. So we reached out. Speaking of us picking cars and doing that, and I reached out on the internet and I said, hey, if you want to be rated on your fitment, you can send in a picture. So
I'm so excited for this.
I think a few of my mates send in pictures.
I'm sure they did. But no, it'll be fun. So we'll pull that up now and let's jump into some fitment rating. Honestly, I'm surprised. So I made sure usually I'll do something where it's like, send me an Instagram DM. Well, we'll get a lot of participation in that, but it's too much and it's not the best stuff. It's just like stock cars and stuff like people, and that's fine. It's great. We have a lot of awesome listeners and a lot of family, but they'll send like the same thing over and over again. That's why I tried something different. I said, you have to send it to an email because that takes some fucking time. You got to actually go in. So we got more than I thought we were going to get.
Oh, cool.
I thought we were going to get like 4, you know what I mean? But we got a couple to
5.
Yeah,
nice.
we got 5 and a half. One's a motorcycle.
Right, all our 4 cars.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah. No, we got a couple, and honestly, I saw in the chat somebody's like, "Hey, I'm late to it, but I sent something in, so I'll double check to make sure we get everybody, through, just so they can come back."
Try and use this computer shit.
Yeah, I think that's one of your people.
Welcome to the 21st century.
Yeah. What is this thing?
Computers.
Tane's car's cool. Yeah.
I didn't want to say that because I didn't know how to say the word.
I'm friends with him, but I think I'm pronouncing it right.
That's pretty funny.
Tane? Yeah, Tane.
I hope it's just all your friends, which would be hilarious. All right.
We're in for a show then.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We'll dive in. So this is a U.S. air driver. Very sick picture.
That car's sick.
Yeah.
Max kit, 2-tone.
The only thing the wheels are the only. See, you like black wheels?
Nope.
Okay,
that's
good.
My boy.
I was about to say we are super anti-black wheels.
Rich messaged me and he's like, "Fuck you! If you're going on the podcast, all you're gonna do is bag out my black wheels." I said, "Probably."
Yeah, good. I should have put a picture of his car in here. Damn it, I didn't think about that. Man. That's pretty funny. So I guess what we'll do is it'll be fun we'll crown like a winner of like the rating. So we'll just do a 1 to 10 only your rating's going to count. Ours, we talk enough shit on cars, so you can go through. Go ahead.
Is the winner like the worst or the best fitment though?
Best fitment. We'll do best fitment of the potty. That's kind of fun. So we'll go through them all, and then we can you can pick. But if you want to give numbers for each one, that would be that's up to you too. If you want to do that, Tye.
Yeah. It's hard. This one's a hard one. It's a sick photo. I love the styling of the car with the two-tone, but with obviously a big kit. It needs these front wheels to be straight so I can see what the front's like. But it looks pretty level, so it's probably about the same as the back.
I would say it's about the same. Yeah.
It's hard to judge. I like it. I'd say like a 7. 6,
that's fair.
7, yeah.
7. All right.
Yeah, that's agreeable.
7's on the board. Yeah, very.
If it had chrome wheels, it would be better. That's for sure.
I'd say a 7. Is this like overall car 1 through 10 or fitment 1 through 10?
I was just doing the fitment.
We're doing. This is fitment. This is all.
See, that's what I was asking because
wheels. The type of wheels. The type of wheels count for fitment. You can't just. Oh yeah. Like if those were polished, it would be better. In my opinion, dude, even same wheel but polished. Yeah,
even just a silver. Like the wheels make a car, especially color wise. Like for all we know, if that didn't have the little red stickers, like he could have just say the LMGTs on there, but you wouldn't know because they're black.
Yeah, that's true.
They all look the same spinning. You could have $10,000 wheels on your car, but if they're black, they still look the same. Like they could. Yeah, I know they look like Graham lights, so it's sweet.
Yeah, they're Grammys. Yeah.
Yeah,
car stick. Yeah, car stick. Yeah. All right, let's check the next one. So 7 on the board. We got the high score is 7.
Nice.
Oh, it's a Aussie car. It's a halfway hangs.
I say this looks like halfway hangs.
Yeah. That's Dylan. Dylan's car. It's got his name on it. Dylan Sherwood. His car is gnarly overall. The front
looks good. Are those aggressive T7Rs?
Yeah, they are. He drove he was at S Chassis Festival as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his car's gnarly. That's like the front wheels are on a weird angle.
Yeah. It looks like they poke a lot.
They look poked.
I don't know if it's actually that way, but it looked like they stick out like an inch or 2.
I can't remember in person either. I'd rate it lower than what we just had with the front poke.
Yeah. So you just shoot me a number. We're at 7 already.
I'd say 5. No, I can't do that because the back looks sweet. I can't rate it that low.
The back does look pretty good.
The front, if the front was like how my car is, like half the tire, like up in the guard, that looks sick. I think it's just poking a touch much.
You just need to tilt it in a little bit.
Yeah,
even just like 2 more degrees camber, 3 degrees, that would be spot on.
That thing sounds crazy too. I think it might be 1.5 J. Fuck, it's off the head. She's a full blown ripper, that one. I'm going to say 6.
6?
Because the two-tone car was a bit the front. I reckon the front would be a bit better.
Yeah, 6 is on the board.
The people have sent cool cars in. It's not. I feel bad when you guys are doing a potty. I'll jump in and just see what you're doing while I'm at work.
Yeah,
and some of the cars you're rated are fucking horrendous.
But like not enough of them.
Yeah, we're trying to get worse stuff, and like they send us stuff that like it's semi good. I'm like, damn it, I want like I was telling somebody, I was like, you need to take like your boy's project that's not done yet, so you can just talk shit on him and send that in. Like I need, it's like half of them are like fucking semi okay, and I'm like, damn it. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's see what's there. Oh, speaking of, there he is.
Fuck yeah. Hodges
Fuck me up with those equips. God damn.
And Hodges is remember how I was saying when we went to Japan, a mate of mine like knows Yuji and all the good like the OG street dudes.
Yeah, this is
his car. And he drives it on the street everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get a lot of tickets?
I don't know, to be honest.
Does he get a lot of pussy?
Yeah, actually, probably he's a single man. I'll miss the Hodge. He's got dude, front fitment sick. Mm-hmm. This is like an older photo. I know he's like kit's a little bit beaten. He's doing a freshen up at the moment, but he's dude 10 for sure. Front and back fitment is gangster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the whole car's sick. It's got like I think he got a private tour of Gretty, and while he was there, he got a full Gretty TD06 kit for his car. The car's so sick. It's got big cams.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a sick car. And Hodges is a good driver and a good cunt as well.
He drifts that car?
Oh, yeah. He rips.
Fuck. That's sick.
Yeah. He's a really good driver. And he snaps, like, see how low his car is? He snaps his car, like, on entries, like he's driving a fucking Mahan car.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a big snappy boy, even though it's like it's obviously a big car.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
10 all day.
Love to see big boys whip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you don't really see it too much, but when they set them up right and they can drive them, it's like that big 4-door just bang is so. Yeah,
And same with like the knuckle kit that Hodges runs in his car. They're made like in Brisbane, only like 40 minutes from us. Chops from Black Arts. The knuckles are sick, so sick. They're not even I don't know if they're a replica of like a knuckle in Japan, but like the way Hodges drives that car, if he's like getting a run up for an entry and then flicks in, it looks like he's snapping it in like how cars do at Mahan. Like they really flick the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Hodges' car's sick. Hodges,
right.
fitment wise, we're rating, but yeah, his fitment's sick.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Shout.
All right.
I'm not even being biased that he's one of my boys, but
No, it's the best
you
we've
guys
seen
would
so
agree.
far. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is absolutely. All right, let's check out the next one. Ah, Mandy.
Oh, yeah, this car's sick.
Yeah, it's also cool to see a female driver.
Is it? It's a girl.
Yep.
Dang, what a bowler.
Yeah.
She's cool as fuck.
Yeah, she's a cool girl.
Dang.
17s though.
Oh, that.
Are there 17s all around?
I'm just gonna keep shitting on that part of it.
I didn't.
Might be 18.
I was gonna say rear.
Does she drive with a dude with a? I think he's in the same team. Defeat, I think it is. That's the team, isn't it?
That's
Boy,
It's
yeah.
Good at MX83 Cressida.
Yep.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, it's hard to tell with that photo the fitment, but it looks sweet.
Yeah.
The back is like a good amount of low where it's like rim to guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put it on the same. I put it on the same as that two-tone S13 we looked at. What did we say? That was a 7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. Even like we're looking at the fitment, not the size of the wheels. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I would say the same as James. I'm an 18s dude all day long.
All around 18s, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like minimum.
Car's sick for a girl too. That's rad.
Yeah, she's doing cool stuff. She's a good friend of the pod and just us personally. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's check the next one.
Kyle.
S13 Kyle, I think is his Instagram.
Okay.
I should have put those. Honestly,
is this
Is
one of your boys? It sounds like an Australian name.
No, he's in the US.
It sounds like an Australian name.
Fucking Hugh? Like what the fuck is
You
that?
can't talk. You can't be Kyle because Kyle is an American dude drinking a Monster.
Like he's upside down in Australia punching a wall with that name.
I don't think it's us because I don't even know what service station that would be.
Yeah, no, he's from America. Yep. Lock City guy, so he's up north for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The back looks sweet. The front could be lower with a smaller front tire.
Yeah.
I would say
it's always the black cars to try to judge too, and you can barely see anything. You know what I mean? You're like, damn it.
Yeah, for sure. I'd put on the same as Dylan's white S13 6.
Okay.
It's there, but it could be better.
Right.
Car's cool, but I love. Are they I can't remember what
Ratsingers?
called. Ratsingers. Oh, dude, they're a sick wheel.
They look like they should be spinners for sure. You can just go and just fucking.
Yeah, they should be spinners for sure.
They're like
so sick.
I don't know what. They're like as far as you'd go with like they're nearly like a sex spec wheel, you know, with like cars with the flames and crazy interiors back in the day. Yeah, I'd do a 6. I don't know about you guys, but
cool.
The front could be because it doesn't. The car doesn't. I like a car that looks level. Same with the kit.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like it has the front up a touch high.
I'm just glad at least it's not like super raked in the front. You know?
No, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like. You wouldn't go any higher because it'd be like that like we said, that Mahan look. Yeah. He's at the max. He's nearly Japanese, but he's still whatever country, American at the moment.
Yep.
Whatever fucking country this guy is from.
Yeah. 6. I'd do a 6.
Cool. Marked. Let's check out the next one.
Cheers, Kyle.
Oh, fucking right.
Wagon. So this is I know this dude too. Yeah.
I want a wagon, a Beamer wagon so bad. We don't really have them here. I've seen like maybe
really?
One. Yeah.
Really? Okay. No shit.
The fitment looks sweet, but
Look like that's like that stock wheel. Right. Those come
those are E46 wheels.
E46. Yeah.
Oh,
they look they're big though, which looks cool.
I don't know. It looks like they
if
fit
this
well,
was,
but
yeah, if this was roast my whip, I could go off, but this fitment.
no,
not good.
Going off just what we're judging. It's good. Like the fitment's good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rate it higher than Hodgie's.
No,
because his is like rim to guard. Like it's just pretty schmick. Like it doesn't make sense how he can turn and not fuck guards all the time.
That's my favorite part about fucking Dory is watching these videos and watching and being like, how are they not eating every fender? Like it just looks like they're gonna go and it's just gonna kink. Like
yeah.
Fuck.
There's small tires and they're up in the guards enough where they can't munch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just pushes, doesn't crunch.
Right.
Yeah, fitment wise, it looks level at least.
For a BMW, that's rare too.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Like we're only judging the fitment. I wouldn't say the greatest things if we weren't, but
right.
I would still keep it at a 7. Okay. It's good. Yeah.
It's just to get you excited with all the other stuff. Right.
Yeah.
No, I dig it. Let's check the next.
That looks like America. Look at that.
If Musk made a kit,
a Walmart parking lot.
It is.
Musk made a kit for a fucking wagon. That would be sick.
Oh, dude. Have you seen that red one that's from Poland over there that's getting around?
Maybe.
Is it a wagon?
Bro, it's red. It's so sick. I'll send after the potty's over. I'll send it to you. It's gangster.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'm big.
I would say 7.
7. You got it.
Yeah, I would say 7. It's up there.
Yeah.
Fitment wise. Boosh, Pana Sports, yo, inverted hatch. Anyway, back fitment looks sweet. The front's not that bad really either.
Yeah, it's not super bad.
Skirt is on the ground.
Yeah. The level of like where the front bar is in the corner to the skirt to the back bar in the corner is like perfect.
Yeah.
That level was it's gay. The car's cool.
Yeah, I do like an FC.
The fitment looks sick on the back. The front could be I don't know. I would say an 8. It's good.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell from that angle of photo. I think because it's like a darker. Like you see where the front wheels are parked on the rubber. It kind of like blends all that whole tire and guard in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a 17 but needs an 18 type of setup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Typical James.
Yeah.
No, they just look a little small.
It's still good. Fitment's still sweet. I'd do an 8.
8? Okay. Yeah. Throw it in.
If you guys think the opposite, just say shut up.
Nope. This is all you.
It's not about us.
This is not
about us. I thought we were boys.
No, I'm like right on track with what you're saying. To be honest with you,
for sure.
Like, I'm definitely in agreement with everything.
Yep. I do like FCs. I fucking miss. You don't see many of them anymore. I guess they're getting rarer.
I've never seen one with an inverted hatch.
Me either. I love that hatch.
Either. That's definitely different.
Say something really cool.
And Bomex sides.
That car, that car would have the bat.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Hope it's not LS. God damn it.
Shit, I didn't even think of that. This has got some things going on. What are they old like? I don't even know what wheels are. James, you know, Polish boy.
I don't know what they are actually.
I was trying to look at
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, old VS. I'm not sure.
Somebody's got to know. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, someone would know. That fitment on the back is schmick.
Yeah, those
overs are wild.
Overs are wild. Bubbles, yeah.
It's got to be like a custom thing.
Weds Royals.
Oh, sick.
I've never fucking heard of them.
No, neither. That's cool.
He goes, it's mine. That makes it really easy. Thank you.
Damn, I've never seen those wheels. They're sick.
They are super sick. I think this would be well up there, fitment-wise. If you think about it, his front wheel is turned a little bit to the left. Mm-hmm. So if it turned to the right, that whole lip of that front wheel would line up schmick with that guard. Yeah, I would say 10. If that wheel was straight, it would be just as good as what we judged Hodgie's car on.
It is nice.
It looks like it's just slightly turned to the left. So if that wheel turned a little bit, it'd be perfectly nearly as good as the back. So that's pretty mint.
The rear is beautiful.
Yeah, rear's sick. If he's in the chat, what rear over fenders are they? Or are they like a custom guard or something like that?
It looks like the front matches as well. If you look at the bubble, like it has a good cohesive look to it, which is neat to see.
It could also be that the sunlight's coming in on that corner of where the body line of the car is as well.
Really emphasizing it. Yeah, that's true.
I would say if that front wheel was turned to the right, so it was perfectly in the center of the wheel well, it would be bang on with the back, and it's pretty railed. So fitment wise, it'd be on par with Hodgie's as perfect amount. I'd say 10.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah. I think Alex Law would be pretty on par with these numbers. So that's the main thing. The old fitment daddy.
All right, and then we got one more, but I have to figure out how to present this. Hold on one second. Only because it wasn't put in at the time. But I want to make sure.
I got one too. So while you figure that out,
I'm scared for you.
What? It's not like that, you know.
It's just his own car.
Yeah, I wish.
Someone just sent it to me and was like, "Have him rate this." I was like, "All right, this might be fun."
Oh, sick.
It's just James is in the way.
Oh no!
Oh,
damn it!
He's gonna get destroyed.
The front is fucked.
The front is fucked.
I can see the top of your front tire. The back looks all right. The back looks. It's a 5. It's hard. It's kind of okay. The back. The back is okay. The front is fucking not good.
I'm pretty sure we roasted his car and we said the same thing. Like the back's good.
Yeah, it has potential. Don't get me wrong, but
this man's just trying to take off. Like he's trying to go to the moon.
All right, I got the last one here. Then
it has potential. The old yellow boy.
This is going to go over top of all of our faces, I think. So
perfect.
Oh yeah.
Hey yo.
Oh yo, Aussie car too.
Wow, so he's beaten me in fitment on Barossa. So
he sure is.
Like it's about to tuck the lip of the outside of the tire in the guard. That I can see in my little screen.
Yeah, I wish black cars just are so hard to look at, like in pictures and stuff.
That's probably that factory midnight purple color they came in as well.
You never know. Yep.
Yeah,
because it's super dark. That's what mine was. That's what my VR 25 was. Yeah, the purple.
Yeah,
and then you sprayed over it like a savage.
I'd say it's like the same as Hodgie's and the other car.
Okay,
I would say it's right up there, 10.
All right.
Like,
so now,
if you think about it, can it get much better?
No,
from what I can see in my small picture, like,
yeah,
I would say that. Yeah, I would say like if I compared that from what I can see, that's what Hodgie's Chaser Mark II looks like in person.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Well up there. It's tidy too. Look how good the paint is down the side. That polish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's the right here.
Yeah, boy.
That shit's sick.
Yeah, it is good.
Hey,
fuck yeah.
The owner of that yellow S14 messaged me and said, gonna lower it now and kill myself. So
we
did it, boys.
Life only gets better once it comes down, baby. You're only just starting. It's like you're gonna be reborn again.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That's fucking great.
We're such influencers. Look at us go.
Yeah, that's great.
The worst.
That was cool. But at least there was some rad stuff got sent in at least.
No, really rad. I was seeing that.
I don't want to rag on people's shit because when that wasn't the, I'll join the other podcasts you do for them.
Exactly. Yep. Well, that's why I did the email thing. Like I was happy I just wanted to get a couple. I thought that would be really funny, and to get as many as we did, I thought were awesome. But they were all really good ones too. I was like, fuck yeah. Like actually.
I thought my mates would jump on and just send in shit that isn't even their stuff.
See, that's what I was worried about. Yeah. No, everybody was really, they were good about it. So yeah, that was super cool. Yeah. Fuck right. Yeah, Verosa looks good.
Cool. Yeah,
we should probably be internet friends.
This is the thing. That is literally car styling 101 to the most simplest way. Good paint, good fitment, genuine wheels, and low. That's how easy it is. Them couple of steps is what like that. Like if that like a S13 could have no body kit on it, and it's just like the factory style. Like you do them couple of things, gangster. Like you don't need to do much more than that. What's the next step? A livery, realistically.
It's not, the formula's been there for the longest time. You know what I mean? It's just, people, especially over here, and I don't know how it is over there, but they really want to fight it. They want to fight it all the way.
Oh yeah.
The argument of real versus rep, like wheels like the heights in these like Facebook posts and stuff. I just can't even read them anymore. I just get so turned off. I'm like, God damn it. And we do talk a lot of shit about the stuff, but we also don't really care what people do.
Yeah, it's all in fun. We're not being serious. I mean, I am when I say I hate black wheels and you shouldn't run them, but everything else is fun.
Yeah, but no, it's just really funny because people ask like, why don't you like this or why don't you like that? And it's like, well, the formula's been there for the longest time, like since forever, and you can pick your path too. So like, I like that the 90s up to early 2000s style starting to come back. Like that's fucking sick.
Yep.
Like they're doing it right. Like there's a girl that's building like a really nice sill, and her inspiration was like a 90s like sill, and it's like everybody's like, you need to slam it, and she's like, but that's not the look I'm going for right now. She's like, I'm literally
isn't that?
Yeah, it wasn't that, and it's still low though. It's lowered, but it's like to that certain point, and it was super cool. Like it was like springs probably. You know what I mean?
I think also with that 90s, there's two types of 90s style how I think of it anyway. There's 90s style where it's like small wheels, B-wave wings and stuff like that. But then if you think back as well, like I don't know, it would have been the 90s, I guess. When did FDs come out? 2000?
No, they're 90.
They're 90s car?
495.
Haraguchi's like even FC, that was a 90s car. That was slammed big wheels. Like there is still the two different elements of 90s style. It's just what way you're going to take it.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's like I can't remember the fucking BN Sports Corolla too. I forget his name. I'm really bad with that, but like that car was like hammered with a big ass kit. And it's like back then too, which is wild to think about, like how old that shit is. Yeah. It's super cool. I love that it's all out there. It's just in America, we have I feel like the upbringing of the youth doesn't go to the roots, where we look at the roots as inspiration. They go right to either the influencers, which are like let's say that Cletus guy, he's doing very American things, or they go to the rep companies that are but like we get like that disconnect, and then it's just arguments and turmoil, and it's like, just shut up. Everybody just shut up.
I think that's here as well. Like people, I think it's not just like in Australia. I think it's a worldwide thing. It's like, is that how I'm meant to be doing it? Should I do what they're doing? But it's, I think that's the same, not with drifting, but it's with like any sport, like motocross or like freestyle BMX. Like you need the best shit, or you should be doing this. You know what I mean? Like I think it's in the same as anything. You got to, like we like that stuff because we know the origins of where it come from and the car styling,
right?
Where it's come and where it's going, that. So it's just different generation stuff as well.
Yeah, that's what I've been noticing. It's a lot of the age groups. You can kind of like just see when they got into drifting, what inspired them. Because like you said, so you got into drifting, you went there, and then instantly it was animal style, low origin boys. So that's where that's what attracted you, and that's where you formed. Your style comes from that. So now the youth is getting picked up, and they're instantly going into the wild stuff, or they go right to FD. You know what I mean? Like we have a lot of that.
1200 horsepower Mustangs, Corvettes, Wisefab, everything.
Yep. That's you can just pinpoint, like, oh, I can almost tell when that person got into drifting. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy. Yeah. Hey, you were saying some stuff, and I love to hear it. The slang. We need to be taught some Australian stuff, because we need to be able to use that. So what the fuck was what did he just say that when you were judging the car fitment?
Schmick. Because I was gonna ask about it too. I'm like, I think it's good.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like it looks good. It looks good. It looks great. Schmick is like, fuck that looks schmick, as in fuck that looks good.
That's funny.
I'm gonna start using that. That's good. I like that.
Instead of slick, like I
always think because I don't see it that way because obviously that's just me talking normal. But I was thinking, fuck, I must have said something bad. That's just me talking normal.
No, it's just super funny because we love the the disconnect from America. When you say the word cunt, you're fucking judged. You're like, people are like, oh my god. And the way you guys use it is it's so endearing and like. But I heard it both ways. I forget who explained it the one time. One of my friends.
Easiest way is when I go to Poland, they ask you the same question. They're like, "What's a real bad word you can say in Australia, but is also good?" Because you could say "cunt" these two ways. You could be like, "Oi, cunt," as in you're gonna fuck someone up. You're about to punch on.
Yeah.
Or you could be like, "Oh, you can't put your arm around someone." You're a good cunt, you know what I mean?
I love that.
They're the two ways. You got the bad way, you got the good way. Good cunt is like you're a mad cunt, you're a good dude.
Yeah,
you're a legend. And then
so that legend is the other one.
Shit cunt.
Shit cunt. I've heard that.
Shit cunt's great.
Yep.
You're a shit person.
That's fucking great.
Everyone says that. That cunt is the shittest cunt.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny for us to hear it because it's such a word that I know people that would literally just no, please don't say that. Like it bothers them, so much in America. And I think it's fucking great. But legend,
in Japan, when we were with Ryoda, he's the same. He's like, fucking stop saying cunt everywhere.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, legend. I've adapted a couple years ago. I don't remember who. Just talking to my overseas friends and stuff, and they would always type you're an absolute legend or whatever when you're doing stuff. And I've adapted that. I caught myself a few times being like, you're fucking legend. And I'm like, oh man, it's rubbing off on me. I love that. Any other crazy stuff? You got to teach us so we know.
It's hard to know because
it's so normal to you.
Yeah, for sure. Cunt's probably the biggest one. Even when we were with Kawasaki, like from Drift Option and Option Video and all that stuff. Like I have a video with him. I'm like, because I'll just always make a little mashup video of like the good clips and the good times of every event I go to. And I was like, fuck, it'd be funny to get Kawasaki to say cunt. And I start recording and I was like, Kawasaki, just say cunt. And he's like, cunt is swear word.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, but here I was like, it's funny. It's cool. Like you're saying it casually. I'll fucking have to find the video, but he's the same. He says it in the ways, and I posted it, and when I went out to dinner with him the next night, he's like, "You post me saying cunt, and then you tag." I put in the hashtag Japan, so everyone knows who he is. People will see that I'm being rude. I'm like, no, we don't see it. We find it as funny. And he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's probably a big deal for them because they're very polite. And that's so funny.
He's such a good dude. That's in the chat. Soma had a good point as well.
She did. She's
that's a girl. Sorry.
Yep. Nope. Yeah. She's a really cool. She works wiring specialties and does some stuff with influencers too, which is really cool. She does some editing and video stuff.
That's a really solid point. But then, you if you're drifting and you're sweet with it, that's cool. But everyone, we're not pushing our opinions on to people, but we'd like to see it go that way that we like.
Yeah, we are.
We push our pilot podcast.
Yeah. Lower your car.
Yeah,
SR20.
Well, you can't say that.
No. Relax.
I'll see.
Relax, Chase.
All right, me and Tye can say that.
I'm with you on the SR20 thing.
No, that's super funny. Yeah, that is very true, though. The younger people, especially, and I think it's because of the internet and social media influences, too. They just want to be cool. And it's kind of a shame.
The video of Kawasaki. Hang on. Play, ready?
Cunt is swear word.
I love cunt.
Yo, that's so good.
That's super good.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Kawasaki's the man.
That's fucking great.
I love just like the Japanese influence of that kind of stuff. Like it's super funny.
Dude, even like, because I met Kawasaki through Hodges, and like, dude, that dude's fuck. Everyone's watched any old school drifting video or magazine from Japan. It's him.
Right. That's crazy.
Like he's the man. And like, even we went to Mabara when we were in Japan for Chiba Damashi, like a big event that Alexi and that were at. Even like we walked into the cafeteria. He remembers us from the trip. Come up, said hello. Dude, that's great. It's Kawasaki. D1.
That's super
D1
cool.
option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drift Tengoku. He's the owner. Or was. It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Networking, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah, but fuck Black Wheels. That's what we're on about. What fuck that shit.
Seriously,
right.
we don't like them. It's funny.
We're all the same in Australia. All the stock, every one of my friends that are like into styled cars as well. They're the same thing. Black Wheels are shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so funny.
Rich.
Rich.
Yeah,
His car looks.
Rich.
You see him running fucking. What was he running like? What do you have? Something. He put something baller on the back of the car.
The Ryugis?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, the Ryugi. Yeah.
Does he have them on this weekend?
I don't know, but I was like surprised.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He put them on one time, took a picture, took them off, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it. He's just flexing really quick. That's
He's
funny.
like, "Hey guys, look, I'm sort of not lame."
Yeah.
Psych, I actually am.
I like that we're all bagging him out right now, but he's probably absolutely. Oh no, they wouldn't be driving at this time, but he's just at a drift event where the bums are home talking shit.
Yeah, he's literally doing awesome shit. Like I saw some Larry Chen photos of what they're doing, and I was like, damn it, it looks so cool. No, we love to hate on him. He knows too. He's like
good
fucking.
dude.
He's like one of the original style boys on the East Coast here in America that inspired so many people.
What happened?
Yeah,
Like
I loved his old JZX100. The black one was sick.
You ever see his S14? Did you ever go back to his S14?
I think so. I followed him for a long time.
Yeah, his S14 was like on point, like lowest to low. Yeah.
You know what's you know what reminds me of stuff like that? I think I followed Rich around the same time. Mike Power used to have that real sick S13 as well.
Yepers.
Yep. R.I.P. FDO. Now, anyway, I miss the old Mike Power. Mike, if you ever watch this stuff, bring it back, baby.
Yeah. It'd be super. I just love to see like everybody in the field. I mean, they can't because it's competitive, but how sick would it be if they were all like, all right, let's just fucking dump these things and just keep going, or if they made it a requirement to be low.
Alex Law won the BDC, like the whole British Drift Championship in a railed ass drift car.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like, because when everyone ever says you can't do it, you fucking can. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Gangster, railed, good fitment, and he won the whole championship.
Yeah.
Alex
what is do you guys have like a series? What's your series over there?
Shithouse.
It's
like we have like an Australian. I don't even know why people do it. It's just not even worth it. Like it travels around Australia. There's like I think there's like six events, and in the pro class, like I think first place is like $600.
Oh wow!
It sounds like Formula D.
Right.
It's not much worse than FD. Like
I think that's an average FD payout for first.
I have a good friend of mine, like Brody. He was Australian #1 last year. 1,000 horsepower SR20 S13. It was okay for a comp car on T37s and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But even he lives in Tasmania, so that little dog shit island that's attached to us, he's from all the way down there. And like he has for him to get to where I live is like a 30 plus hour trip, and he has to travel that. So yeah, we have a that's our big series. But
okay, what's it called?
High tech drift. It's like the Australian Championship.
Okay, never even heard of it. Yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah.
James is gonna sneeze. Oh, I jinxed him.
I muted myself.
You should have muted it. It would have been awesome, especially if you got snot all over the camera.
No, I held it in. I muted myself and held it in.
Oh.
We have our grassroots competitions are bigger than the Australian scene. Like we had a mate of mine ran an event at Queensland Raceway, our home track, and it was called the Drift Outlaws. And I think first place was like $6,000, right? That's pretty good.
Wow. Yeah. For and like grassroots style, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. And it's like not a comp like they don't do qualifying and all that. It's literally pull a name out of the hat. All right, I'm versing you. Go do it. Next round, pull a name out of a hat.
That's cool. I like that.
And they choose a super like a good range of cars from like professional dudes, grassroots dudes, and all that. So it's mixed up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like the dude who won the last round is a mate of mine, and like he had a big gap in between drifting for ages, and he took out the last one. But their next one that's coming up is a fully paid for. I think the trip's like $15,000 paid trip to go drift in Japan to do it like a Japan tour.
Wow. Yep.
Oh, that's worth it. You'd worth it. Like it doesn't interest me. I'm not a comp dude, but if you're into comps and you want to have a crack, like that's a pretty good incentive to have a good crack at having a win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
going to win a round at our biggest, like it's meant to be our highest level of competition in Australia, and win not much is not worth it, especially when the entry fee would be like $500. So you really, you're still out of pocket.
Yeah. So no, that's wild. So what is everybody like, if they're into competition drifting in Australia, what do they watch? Like what's the
drift? It's always FD or Drift Masters.
Okay. Yeah. I was assuming Drift Masters, but yeah.
Yeah. Or D1NZ. So like New Zealand's professional series is really big.
Yeah. I've been seeing that. Ketsuka or whatever. I can never pronounce his name.
Oh, dude, that's my dog, Keske.
Yeah. I talked to him a couple times.
Fighters?
It was just sick because he's super cool with like talking about tires and stuff, because he's lucky he can get Advin tires, like all the different compounds, and I was like, damn it, I get one choice and it's Iron Man. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Keske in the 86?
Yep 86 fighters. Yeah, he's super nice.
Keske is the man.
Yeah.
Yep, I love that cunt. He's the man. And his laugh, he's got a laugh on him that is like, it sounds so funny where like he won't even say something funny, but he will laugh, and you'll laugh that hard with him because he's laughing. I'll send you some videos.
Right.
We're like New Zealand last year. I went over and drove, and he drove an event I was at. We come out of the smoke, fully jumped 86 through the middle of the track, and he comes back on track, clicks another gear, and he's just laughing the whole way around the corner because he's laughed. It's stupid.
Contagious.
It's so contagious. You're just pissing yourself. He's such a good dude. He's a fucking good cunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he seems really, really nice. It's cool too because he just won too, right? He just took it, which is really cool to see an 8.6 in competition again. You know what I mean? Because over here, you're not driving a comp car. An 8.6 is not a comp car. So for him to take it over there was really, really cool. Yeah, it got me stoked.
Yeah, I guess it's the version of FDJ2 of New Zealand. So he's not in the pro, but he's a under.
Yep.
And he fucking deserves winning. He's a sick driver.
Yeah.
And a good cunt.
And a good cunt.
That's a cunt in a good way.
Yeah. Right. I love it. So I'm curious myself here. Besides drifting and car stuff, what else are you into? What do you do?
I'm a bit of a burger enthusiast. I love a good burger.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
You need to come to America then.
Dude, 100%. To be honest, that's it. That's all I do is just car shit. Yeah. If I'm not drifting, I'll go to a drift event just to go, because it's usually a friend of mine running it or the boys will be driving. So you go to the track, support the track, you're paying your entry, and you're also supporting the guys putting on the events.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's it. I don't have another hobby apart from cars.
No way. No other hobbies. No video. You play games at all? Like you got everybody.
Yeah,
a little bit of video games.
Yeah, like Car X or Call of Duty, but that's usually if I know I've got something coming up and I really need to save hard, I'll literally stay at home and just nerd out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's about it. Yeah, it's just I like to prioritize. Like I'll stay at home and do that because I know I've got this event. I need that. I need to make it. I want to make it. I have to make it. So I'll do that. I wouldn't say that's a hobby. That's just how I've been living my life ever since I started driving.
Okay. Wow.
But really,
that's good.
Nah. No, I don't have any other hobbies.
No shit. That's wild. I mean, that's good if you're happy and that's like your life, and
the only reason I think of it like that is one day I want to go to as much as this stuff that I get, which I'm very lucky to be asked to go to or drive and be accepted to drive at, is because one day, tomorrow ain't promised for one, but there's also someone's going to come along one day and fill my shoes. So I'm going to take every opportunity I can get to go here, there, everywhere, and take my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was gonna be my next question. Was what is like the future for you? Like, what are your what do you really? Where do you want to see yourself in a little bit? You know, like where's this gonna take you? Because you are grown. Like over here, you're known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all know who you are. Your car is all over the internet. You know, which is great. Like everybody knows your car. Like you know, even if they don't follow you, like if they're not a style guy, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that." You know what I mean? Like I know that car.
That 7-Eleven picture is
iconic. Yeah, it's super sick. So where do you
keep going? You're right. Hear that?
So,
it's nearly shit my pants.
Nice. Hell yeah. James does it a lot.
Yes.
I've noticed it. I've watched most of the potties and I've noticed pizza and a fart's pretty common.
Yes, sir.
You have any big, like, you know, any big dreams, or you just kind of living and whatever happens?
Oh, man,
what's your deal?
America's like the biggest one I want to go to, but it's not like a final bout. It's like a dream. And to like, dude, I reckon I could spend a good 6 months in America going to like the amount of people I talk to from America is crazy. I'd love to come see you guys, go see Jimmy. I want to go like Greg and the boys from Coru Works. They're all legends. Sebastian and all them guys.
Yep.
The amount of people that the big picture is to spend a bit of time in America, but just to hang out with all these people, cool people like yourselves, like I talk to. I want to go to. It's literally that's a lot. It's hard, because like. Tomorrow isn't promised for one, but America's the big dream of going for like 4 months or something to meet everyone and to go to cool shit.
Yeah.
So it's hard. And like I can have a full-time job now, which I am not all about. I've always been casual my whole life. So I could be like, hey, I'm going drifting here in like 3 days. You can't say no.
Right.
I'll see when I get back. So that's kind of, and like another dream which is coming true is, so when I was saying I'm doing S Chassis Festival in another country, so I'm at the end of, after Steve's and the Trees is over, we're going to get ready to put my car in a container and Steve from S Chassis. So we're going to do S Chassis Festival in New Zealand.
Awesome.
Oh, we're going to send our cars with us. And so Benny Jenkins and Adrian from Phoenix Radiators, they're a sponsor of mine. They're helping us with, Benny has a shop at the track next to Mad Mike's shop.
Oh, that's cool.
So then I don't need a tow car. I don't need a trailer because it's at the track. So the cars will get delivered there. They're in control of like the tires and race fuel that gets like dispersed out of New Zealand as well. So yeah, mainly that. And yeah, I want to do, I would just like to come to America in general, just for fun about even.
Wow.
But yeah,
that's cool.
in the long term, I don't know, man. I'll just go with the flow.
That's a good way to live.
It is kind of the best way. Yeah, realistically. No expectations.
Oh, exactly. You're right.
So what's the craziest thing? Because like, you know, and we honestly, it's just silly, but like good old followers and all that stuff brings opportunity. Like that's what it does, and it gives you, you know, like you said, like the networking and all that stuff. What's the craziest? Like in your experience doing this drifty thing, what is the craziest opportunities and moments that have happened for you? You know, and
dude, there's so many.
Is there?
The one that like kicked it all off, which really got my name around, was like the whole thing that happened when I went to Poland the first time to drive Next Level. I had I've never had a passport. So long story short, my teammate Alex, I used to talk to him on S Chassis forum. And I was like, your car's sick. And he's like, nah, your car's sick. So anyway, we started talking. And he said, you should get an Xbox. We like Jam Forza Motorsport 7. And I was like, 6. Cool. I bought an Xbox. And then one day we were just playing, talking shit. He said, you should come drive my car. I'm going to take it across to this event in Poland, across the ocean. And I was like, yeah, this cunt's just talking shit. I was like, yeah, dude, I'll come. Sure. And 2 weeks later, I had a message from Next Level, the event organizers, which are now some of my good friends. They were like, hey, man, we'd love you to be one of our international guest drivers alongside Hurt. And I was like, holy fuck. So I got a passport. I flew 43 hours to the other side of the world. I've never met Alex, who's my teammate at this point. I've never even left the country. So I flew all the way to Sweden by myself, landed. So what's the worst that happened? He could he doesn't show up. Cool, I'll get on a plane and go fucking home. I don't care.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, we did that. We hung out in Sweden. Alex picked me up from the airport. We got his car ready, took it across the ocean with we had like a few Oaktree Outlaws team members back then.
Mm-hmm.
Went to that event, and then, yeah, man, there's like I met. Hurt was always a big inspiration from car styling. Alex and Saul from Low Origin were. And yeah, then that's probably the most iconic because it's what really kicked me off with having all these opportunities from all around the world.
Yeah, that's like the starting point. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I didn't do that, if I like didn't go, like we probably wouldn't even be talking on this podcast. To be fair,
no, isn't that weird the way that works? Like the little things that happen that create this big ripple in life. It's so neat. It's super cool.
I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd have the opportunities that I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm sponsored by an American brand. I'm sponsored by Gear Ranch Tools.
Right. Yep.
Like
that's such a sick sponsor too.
Dude,
it is pretty cool.
That they gave you is so wild.
Yep. Yeah.
They gave me like $18,000 worth of tools, and I've still got like the contract's still like another 2 years left.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
So, now, like if it's worth it to us, we'll keep you on after. And I've definitely sold more than what they've gave me. So the return of investment you guys gave me is worth it to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even like we're sponsored by I said no to the sponsor, but the boys accepted it. So Alex and Victor are sponsored by Kansai. I can't do that because I'm all
gotcha.
wheels. Man,
appreciate you.
Yeah, can't do that. And that event is what put my not that I was chasing it, but it put my name out there worldwide. So yeah, that's the number one. Yeah, go.
Going back to the Oaktree Outlaws stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've always kind of been curious, how does someone where you live get linked up with everybody else and become like a whole team? Like how did that like come to be, I guess?
That literally that event. So when I went and did that, I drove Alex's car at Next Level representing the Oaktree boys. Before I left, because Alex is technically the boss man of that team. He's just a bit more quiet on social media now. He's a dad and stuff. Before I left to fly home, he's like, "Hey, you want to be a part of our team and like represent in Australia?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "You've given me an opportunity that fucking changed. Like, I didn't know that was going to change the path of where I was going to be able to drive all around the world and meet all these crazy people." I was like, "I'd love to." And then two team members left, and then we added Victor in, which is the black S14 with the pink livery. A little bit later on, because he like stuck around, helped Alex with his car. Alex really helped him with his car, so he was a pretty deserving dude to be a part of the team.
Yeah,
that's how. Just literally going to that event. That's how I joined the team.
No shit. Yeah. And that's been how long now? How long is that?
2018. So what's that? 5 years?
6 years?
Yeah.
5, 6 years. Yeah. Crazy. That's gone so fast. It feels like yesterday. Which is cool, but because we represent like it's cool. Like my teammates don't live in the same country, which not many people can say that.
No, that's pretty wild. And that's honestly, I think that's. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was the first time. The first iteration of your car was big, sticking out when it was like the purple, pink, and with the oak tree. Like it's.
Oh, actually, there was a livery before that too.
See, it's all stuck. Like oak tree is so stuck in my brain. Like you've branded it with your car so well that it's just like well known. Yeah. You know, it's super cool.
We try to, like you guys, we try to keep our cars on the same level and try to represent the team as well as we can with like styling. Because like you ain't lifting your car up if you're in our team. Fitment's got to be sick. Like the boys' cars are always as well presented as what I do as well, so which is cool. So it keeps us all level. You guys are the same. You're all on the same level of like thinking of how you want the team to look. I think from looking from the outside in as well. Yeah, but that's
look at James. Look at James laughing.
Yeah, there's a lot of turmoil inside trying to get shit. Yeah, because you have Rich, who's a monster truck. You have James, whose car doesn't even fucking work, and then there's me with 100 horsepower, and then there's Damien with the only cool car on the team. So.
No.
Rich's car, it is high. Drives the absolute shit out of it.
Yeah.
But he knows deep down that he should lower his shit.
Yeah, he does.
He definitely does.
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is funny how teams work. Like, honestly, the inner dynamics is hilarious. I was just talking about that today because we were watching the Hayes boys, like their little, like just the way they interact with each other. And then like we were talking about Front Street and how, so we have a Matt and Mike on Drift Team Hayes that are just this dynamic that just kind of like, they're two opposites. You know what I mean? They're opposites. But Front Street is the same with Josh and Tom. They're like, like it's cute. And they were like, we were talking about how that's their Mike, Mike and Matt, and just the dynamics between teams are so funny. I'd love
James and Rich are our Josh and Tom.
There you go.
Is that it? I don't know. I was gonna say you and me.
Yeah, you guys are pretty. You guys are pretty dynamic.
Yeah, I guess
me and Rich get along. We're friends.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. We are not.
It's cool, but because like it's the same reason you watch some people in competition, because it's like it shows their character. Like I love when Chelsea would fuck someone up and then be right. Like when he did the whole pack you shoot in the trailer. It's a little bit of drama. It shows your character. It's the same with like. Personalities are massive behind the cars, like the faces of the cars. You know what I mean? It's cool if they're funny and they seem like good dudes over someone that's a dick. I'd way rather that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you guys are funny, and your cars are rad. So it attracts me to be like, yeah, these dudes are fucking rad.
Oh, well, we appreciate that because we're actually just a bunch of fucking losers. We suck so much. No, it's cool. I love the dynamic. I love to, So do you stay in touch with the Oaktree boys a lot? You get, still playing video games with them?
Fuck no, the time difference is fucked.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
It's even worse than you guys. Like it's like if I just say I jumped on to play Car X or whatever, fucking around with Alex, it's like, okay, I'll set my alarm for 3 a.m. on a Saturday morning, so that means it's Friday afternoon for him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I talk to the boys all the time. Sometimes you'll jump in the group chat, and because they'll forget that I'm in there, or they'll be talking amongst themselves. You'll have to Google Translate what the fuck they're talking about. Swedish. And then I'll be like, boys, I don't know what we're talking about. Am I included in this conversation? They're like, oh yeah, fuck, sorry. And they're talking English. Yeah, all the time. Alex, talk to Victor and Alex. Actually, Alex is doing family stuff this weekend, but Victor, if you go onto our Oaktree Teams page, he's driving Gatbill right now.
Sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah,
the Swedish. They do like a worldwide European travel. They do one in Sweden, so he's driving that. So, actually, I seen his car was getting picked up by a big tractor, so I think it's broken. So who knows?
Oh no! Oh no!
But yeah, that's how it all started, and that's how I joined the team. So, which is
just very interesting.
Yeah, literally, just I was in the right place at the right time. Yeah.
No shit. Speaking of team stuff, though, I was curious. Also, what are your like top? Let's say like top 3 Australian teams. Like, you got some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You know, because it looks like from the outside we see heavy hitters. So, what are like in your opinion? What's like your top teams that are like killing it right now in Australia?
Personally, their cars are high, but they're that like apart from that, they're really good dudes and they drive fucking hard. My boys down in Canberra, so like where Summernats is, Auto Vision, they're pink and white with like a pink flame and stuff. You would have seen them at Chassis Festival.
Okay,
they fucking shred. They're such good drivers and they're really good dudes. Them guys, I reckon at the moment are killing it. Same with Gravy Garage. I like homies of mine. I've been friends with for years. They always shred together.
Yeah.
And then, fuck, I'm having a mind blank. I'm not too sure. Top 3.
If you don't have a third cool drift team, whatever.
Maybe the Street Carnage boys who run halfway hangs, they always drive pretty well together. Plus, a lot of their cars are like Zach and Matt from the team. They've just swapped 1Js into their cars, so there's even more. There's like 12 people in that team. So when they're all together, it's pretty sick to see.
Yeah. The Street Carnage stuff I've seen a lot. Their stuff looks really nice. Yeah, and the Gravy guys, the Gravy boys. Every time I've ever seen. Yeah, they're always shredding. I never heard of the other team though. That's cool. I'm pretty sure I saw one of the cars, but that's neat to hear.
I'll quickly upload. I'll quickly get a photo. But yeah, them guys For S Chassis Festival, I said you need to tidy your car up. So after halfway hangers, at halfway hangers, they had a big crash. So then they fully revamped their cars. They drove like 7 hours to go pick up their livery because no one would print it for them.
Oh my god!
Dedication.
Dedication. Yeah, that's sick. That's what it takes.
It might be blurry, but
I think
I've seen those cars.
I did see them.
Yeah.
Actually, I seen them. They were driving really hard together.
Dude, they fucking drive so hard together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Their cars are sick, and they're really good dudes. So I think this, like looking like from the outside in this, especially at the moment, I think they're killing it. And they have to drive. They don't have any tracks close to them at all, so they have to drive so far to get seat time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are other teams. I'm just having a mind blank. You know when you're trying to think of a song on the spot?
Oh no, yeah. That's what I do. I put everybody on the spot.
Yeah.
Sick, man. This is really good. This is a good pod. I learned a lot. So when it didn't feel like it. My favorite part is when we walk away from a pod and I've learned some stuff. That's when I know it was a good one, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
No, this is definitely cool. I've learned a lot about you.
Wow, I can remember 2 more teams. Terror Squad.
Okay.
Terror Squad, they're black cars. Oh, actually, there's a purple car in there as well. But they're sick. They're all Gold Coast boys, like where I'm from. They all rip and they drive like 8 deep.
Yeah,
all matching liveries too. And Terror Squad. And there's a team. Their cars are sick. Hang on. I was just looking on my event page. That's one of the Terror Squad cars.
Yep.
Sick. And there's some guys from Melbourne too. They have some cool teams. They're coming up for Season 3s. I think their team's called 1551 or something. They're like Mayhem style cars, but like the Dragon livery and all that stuff.
No shit.
Yeah. No, that's been good. It's casual chatting, eh? It's like like-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We all share one hatred for black wheels.
That's
we
true.
all love low cars.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yep. Style is important. Yeah. Oh yeah. And we all like the word cunt. So
that's true.
I'm
going to normalize that in the US.
It's kind of getting like okay, you know what I mean? But yeah,
it's not like what it used to be. That's for sure.
Yeah, but the difference is if you call someone a cunt in America to the wrong person, you guys have these bad boys.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
we got these instead.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No shit. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly probably. I mean, I do like the guns, though. I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of scary sometimes because of that. Sure. Yeah, actually, I just got yelled at.
We can say that word on YouTube. I think I don't know if that was a thing.
Oh, I don't know. I say whatever.
Guns on YouTube.
Yeah. It could be
fucking machine guns and shit.
Yeah, we make all sorts of dumb shit.
I got one over here. I can get it. We can show it. See if we get canceled.
I don't. Yeah, maybe you can't show the stuff anymore. I don't know. No.
When I got 50, I got deleted.
Yeah, right. Yeah, who knows? We've pushed the boundaries. To be honest, I'm very surprised one of our videos did not get a strike yet. So we've pushed some boundaries, but I guess it's the podcast is a little different. You know what I mean? It's not promoting anything. It's just us talking about opinions and stuff like that. So it is it's in like an artistic realm of being accepted, I think. Because I've made some jokes where I was like, afterwards, I was like, fuck, I should not have said that. and we're still here. So yep.
Yeah,
figure the fuck out. That's funny.
Must be just Australian YouTube algorithm. Oh, he said a bad word, delete.
Yeah, good thing. Are you guys very censored? Just out of curiosity?
I think so. It's pretty hard for the reach.
Wow.
Yeah. I
think I didn't think of that.
I've Googled it before, and even me and Alex from Low Origin, we talked about it because he's like, fuck, he's like, with all the Australian videos, I might wait till I go home because we get better reach than you guys, which doesn't make sense because they're even smaller country.
Wow.
So, I think that's a thing. Don't quote me.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't doubt it. This day and age, like everything's getting ridiculous. Yeah. I did just get flagged on my normal Instagram page like twice for inciting violence. Like I'm threatening.
What did you do?
Just
it was so been something on his confessionals.
It was 100%
just fucking
whatever. So I guess because it's like whatever they type isn't counting, like to get scanned. It's what I'm actually typing. So I said something back in my confessional that was, I'm just being silly. But like whatever I said, if you read it out of context, is probably like, "Ooh, he's going to murder them." So flagged. Yeah, I got flagged.
I get that shit on TikTok. I had like a big TikTok following, and then that account got deleted because it was fraud. And I was like, it's all my own footage of me just drifting on a racetrack. Like it can't get any more. It's in a professional environment, you fucking losers.
Yeah. Dude, the soft stuff's getting so fucking annoying. But either way,
damn snowflake generation, am I right?
Am I right?
Oh, America.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. I gotta say, this was awesome. Thank you so much. Long
overdue.
Long overdue. Sure. And I'm really excited that you got to share our 50th episode. Like this means a lot because it's two milestones. First international guest and 50. We made it. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe we're halfway to 100. That is insane. That is insane. Yeah. So this is really, really cool. And to be able to sit down with you and
it's cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Getting to actually talk to you and meet you besides like maybe a video here and there or like, just little quirky little things that we say back and forth, which is awesome. But I think this is my favorite part about doing the podcast is being able to hang out virtually, but we're still hanging out with the people that we've met. And it's really fucking cool.
That's like I've said 900 times in the podcast, it's creating relationships with all these like-minded people all around the world. That's what it's all about.
It really is. No, it's super cool. And
I appreciate you guys having me on. We talk all the fucking time about dumb shit. So even like in Japan when I was at like Ryota's shop, the only reason I hung your flag up is so Ryota's like, how does your shed look so like nice with all the flags?
Yeah.
I was like, let's go to a fucking hardware shop. I'll get some pins to hang up all the flags.
Yep.
Them three flags were hanging there because Palmer did the podcast with Ryota, and I think Rich was there.
Probably.
Maybe? He was there like while that trip was on.
Yeah. Yep.
When I hung them flags up along the right-hand side, that was all me just fucking hanging out of Ryota's shop.
Yeah.
So that's why I sent you the videos. I was like, oh yeah, the fucking boys have a flag here.
No, that's sick.
In that line next, I thought if we put ours at that side of his car, every time he takes a photo or a story, you can see our flag.
Good thinking.
Jimmy's is there too.
Yeah, that's super funny. God, I love the boys.
Good. Thanks for having me on. That's good.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs or anything? We always like to give the guests anything.
Not really.
Fuck everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that's sick.
Yeah. I don't really push that stuff. If you want to follow what I do, just jump on. Yep. I don't promote myself like that.
Yeah, we do have. So anybody listening, if you're just listening or if you are watching, in the description, I will have a link to his YouTube. And of course, the Instagram is very easy. He's got it posted right there as well. And we'll be posting it as well. But I'm sure almost everybody already probably follows you. So that's just how it works.
It is. He is the internet.
Yeah, you are Mr. Internet.
I'm just representing over here in Aussie.
Yeah, we love it, man. We love it. So sick. We'll talk to you backstage, but thanks everybody for sticking around. It was really cool. I did not think anybody on a Saturday night was going to be in the chat. So it means a lot that people were popping in and out. That was really, really cool because this is the first time we've ever done anything on the weekend. So I was assuming everybody was out doing something, and there's a lot of drift events going on right now. So literally there's, I think every single place besides like Club Loose maybe is having an event. So to have the number stay pretty much steady throughout the whole time, I'm stoked on that. So fuck yeah. So thank you everybody. And Tye, we'll talk to you backstage and have a good night, everybody else.
Later, everybody.
Yeah.
James just goes, yeah. Oh.